immediately head back down to take part in whatever meeting this entails? Or are you going to explore the castle a little bit more?
I want to go to that meeting.
I believe the consensus was we were going to go ahead and pause the search to do the meeting and then continue the search afterwards.
Yeah, I think we should attend this meeting and just have. I don't think we need to do the search for the castle anymore. Afterwards, they can just have the volunteers for this militia finish it off.
I agree.
But not before Arcaz gets his approximately 3,000 electrum out of the water.
So, Arcaz.
Thank you.
Are you guys going to go through the dungeons and gather the electrum out of the water?
I suppose I can let 10 be enough.
Okay. If you'll allow that.
No, we need to go get it all now.
Every
No, we got a
single
meeting
one?
to attend.
All the electrum?
All of the electrum. Every
Okay.
electrum that ever was.
Okay, well,
Tomorrow.
you've missed some.
And that'll summon a dragon which we can use to bring back Rogar.
It's an Electrum dragon. They can do whatever they...
Oh my god.
Electrum dragons grant wishes.
Yeah, to themselves.
The only wish, however, they can grant is the wish to get rid of all your electrum.
No one knows its true strength because its wish is always you're the rest of your Electrum.
Well, you head down and begin meet with the silver dragon fellow. I can't remember his name.
Antiricir.
Antiricir.
Wearing my new helm of brilliance.
Mm-hmm. You meet with
you attune to it
Antiricir,
yet?
who I would think
I
you
don't
did.
know if we've had time or not.
I think you did.
Yeah, I think he did it while we were still going through everything in the treasure room.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
if I had had time to, I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. I remember you doing it.
I would have put it on regardless.
Obviously.
Yeah.
'Cause I can change my attunements of this icon of Ravenloft since we're not coming back in here. I'll change it back to a trident.
Why?
You never know when we're gonna come across a tuna.
This is true. And we are wandering for it.
So-
Yeah, how awkward would it be if we're wandering for tuna, we find it, and we can't command it?
Fair enough.
It's like our one thing.
But
Moving
Antiricir
on.
does greet you and go, the council wishes to venerate the heroes who made this day possible. Would you be willing to speak?
Oh, we
with
need to
them?
go. Absolutely, but we need to go find our other companions who helped with this. We're looking for a pink tiefling if you've seen her around anywhere.
Oh, yes, Hope. She's outside in the camp.
And it's
And
only fair that she's brought along.
Higo gets her. And she is brought along on this. All right. Unfortunately, the place where the normal meeting grounds has a giant fucking castle on it. So off to the side there is a group of ancient dragons sitting and waiting. They seem
Ancient
to be
dragons?
bigger. Yes, there are 5 of them.
Can you imagine?
Jesus.
One for
Imagine
each
ancient
type of
dragons.
metallic. So, Zector, how are you feeling about all this as you approach these gargantuan creatures?
Uneasy, ready to give up all his money because he can't fight a dragon.
Okay.
It's not that we can't fight a dragon, we just can't fight 5 ancient dragons. There's a difference.
And the only real dragons Hector's interacted ancient wise is a red, so he doesn't really know much about chromatics.
Mhm.
Sorry, not chromatics, I mean metallics.
As you approach, the one in gold says, "Ah, you've arrived. It is good to meet the ones who faced against this great evil and met with it head on. We apologize we could not do more to assist. Antir Raisir was the only one weak enough to slip past the defenses."
Are you saying Hunter here is the weakest of you all?
Certainly,
I feel like
he
that was a
is.
slight at him.
Yeah, I felt like that was a slight.
Yeah, like, that's why I paused for so long. I was like, he could have phrased that so differently.
The weakest of us all was able to slip past the defenses because
He was the smallest but biggest bitch of us all.
yeah, such a like that was shade. So much shade.
For real.
The Silverwind pipes in. Don't be too hard. He's only growing in his power, and he's, rather than accumulated the wealth he's needed, he's spread it around much. It was only because of him he was able to gather the forces needed. I think he was powerful enough in his own ways. The gold one just kind of scoffs and goes, "You give him too much credit. He is has a good head on his shoulders. But anyway, we are here to venerate these heroes, not talk about family and connections."
Gabriel adjusts his monocle, looking very unhappy with the gold dragon at the moment, but doesn't say anything. He knows better.
Today is a day for celebration, and we couldn't have done as it took a lot for this to happen. It wasn't the strength of just us alone. We couldn't have done it without everyone who supported us.
Certainly.
And Antir Asir was one of the first to support us.
Certainly. And we're glad that he was able to. One of the copper one, and I can't remember which copper, brass, or bronze is which, so forgive me if I make this wrong. The copper one goes, don't worry a thing about it. Our friend here just always has a stick up his ass. So, I hear you are responsible for clearing out the castle and figuring out what we need to do in order to make sure Strahd doesn't come back.
Technically, we're not done clearing the castle yet. We're still working on it. But yes, we have found a way to deal with Strahd. But this represents another problem. Adjust his monocle again. We can send Strahd back. We can't technically permanently sever his connection, and we can't permanently kill him. The best we can do is sever his connection to our realm and send him back to where he came from, locking him out, at least for probably an extended period of time of, say, even if he reappears, he ain't likely to reappear here. There are no guarantees in this aside from once we send him back, it will be on the people of Barovia where he originates to make sure he doesn't get out again. Which means we'll be sending the dictator right back to the people who he was oppressing before he ended up here.
The short and long of it is, while he may be gone right now, it's only temporary. And the only closest thing we have to a permanent solution is destroying whatever's anchoring this castle to this realm.
So are you saying one of us somebody probably should take a sacrifice and try and join send the castle back as with them in it?
That was our line of thought.
Our first... We don't want to nominate anyone for this.
Antiras here instantly goes, I'll go. I wouldn't mind putting my life on the line in order to make sure that this tyrant stays in the ground.
Well, it's not just making sure he stays in the ground once you're over there, because he is going to come back. That's a guarantee at some point.
That means he'll need to be put back.
Yes.
Yes.
So it
stays in the ground.
None of us on our own are powerful enough to take him out. We've all learned that one way or another. The real measure we need to work on, if this happens, if we take this option, is preparing the people of Barovia. They've been under his rule for so long. We don't know if there are trustworthy people there at this point. And if there are, they need to be prepared. He's gone through, from what we learned, he's gone through many cycles of being defeated and rebirth. A more permanent fixture that would keep him down was preferred, if that's possible.
No.
We have another who wants to volunteer to go as well. Another ally who is making his way here. He should be here in the coming days. And in the meantime, until they arrive, the most powerful need to be guarding this place at all times, in case he revives more suddenly. It could be weeks or days or months before he returns, but he will in time.
Who is the other person who is coming?
Who's asking?
You said that there's another who is on their way right now.
Yes, Father Brown.
Ah, Father Brown. Okay, cool. Just double checking. The council gives thought to this. I heard that that this Father Brown was part of the initial charging. Where has he gone? And Antiras here is like, oh yes, I will go get him immediately, and leaves.
I don't believe he was here himself.
No, he was.
He was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. At least, if I remember saying that he was here, I do.
Are you talking about
It-
Father Brown?
Yeah, Father
Yeah, I
Brown.
thought Father Brown stayed in the ruins near Thermalite.
Nah.
No.
To my
Oh,
knowledge,
okay.
he to my remembrance, I narrated
Okay,
that he
okay.
was here.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, he showed up.
Dead ward.
Yeah, he showed up in person.
Arcaz, speak up. That helmet's blocking your mouth.
Arcaz didn't speak.
Magoga, stay dead.
Lilith, who are you speaking to?
Who's Magoga?
But that's another person that we know of who had wanted to volunteer upon learning of this.
Well,
Did any of us want to volunteer?
did any of you
Mhm.
want to
I
volunteer?
can't remember if any of us did.
I don't think I volunteered.
I didn't.
Arcaz remains silent.
Gabriel had originally volunteered if we needed someone if no one ended up stepping up.
Hmm.
Wasn't crazy about the idea, but was willing to do it. But since we've got people willing to step up, no.
In the meantime, I would like to discuss the means of having to break this connection that this tyrant has with with this plane. What have you learned on that?
Arcaz?
Gabriel. Okay.
What have we learned on that, Arcaz?
Arcaz didn't ever look at the book.
Oh my
No. Gabriel is the one that looked at the book and read it out.
Arcaz gestures at Gabriel, who is presumably holding that book.
He is, and looking at Lilith like, why are you asking Arcas?
Which one of us read it? Ugh.
I did.
I can't remember. It feels like it's been a week since you told us.
You might need more sleep, Lilith.
I think you do.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Anyways, Gabriel will turn back to the ancient dragons and explain the anchor point and that we need to sever it. I can't remember. Did we get an idea of what the anchor was that we needed to sever?
Basically the idea there are 2 points to the anchor. One point is one point is one of the strongest hates of Strahd, and the second point is one of the strongest loves of Strahd, or at least what he used to love.
So, with these being the anchor points, it's likely that the anchors themselves may be one, the amulet of the woman he could never have that caused him to go mad and become a vampire. And as for the hate, I'm not entirely sure on that one,
Make a
actually.
history check.
His brother?
I believe I have expertise in that, don't I?
Hmm?
So that'd be plus 12. Or was I in Arcana? don't have
I think it was-
Investigation.
Investigation and yeah, I think just investigation.
Okay, yes, it is. Thank you. History is a plus 4. I'm actually not proficient in it, which is odd. Aw, bull.
Okay. You do remember that in the Book of Ravenloft, whenever it was described to you, Strahd did hate his brother, which Arcaz is on the money for.
Okay.
You
We didn't
do
find a
als-
coffin for his brother.
You haven't found the coffin for his brother, but you do know. Do you know? I think you do know that he has a tomb in the crypts.
As for the Anchor of Hate, it is likely to be his very own brother who was meant to be betrothed to the woman he couldn't have. And women aren't possessions, but that's how Strahd looked at it. So we likely need to find his tomb within the lower levels of the castle, and I hate to say this because it'd be desecrating a corpse, but we need to destroy the anchor. So we have the amulet, and we will need to find the resting place for his brother.
We should be able to find it with help, right?
I don't think it'll take us too terribly long to find, but the sooner is definitely the better.
Very good. And it is about this time Antiros here returns with Father Brown hobbling-ish behind him. Great venerated ones who rule the land of current age, thank you for this audience. I hear that there may need to be volunteers to go back to where this place began and keep Strahd contained. I indeed volunteer my services to this.
Father Brown, you do realize what that entails, right?
I have no parishioners here. I have no following here. This world will not miss me much when I am gone, and I will always bring my God with me. I don't think that will be too much of a problem.
Then thank you for your willingness, and I hope that you prosper in spreading word of your God.
And if the people are as you say, they might be more willing to accept my words than expected.
This is true.
So, when are we going to begin?
We still need to find the Anchor of Hate. And once we do, we'll need to set up a way to destroy it along with the amulet with those that are going back in the castle and everyone else out. Because I don't know how instantaneous it's going to be. It could take a day or two for the castle to return, or it could be like when the castle arrived and it's not there one moment, the next it is.
Well, how about when you find it, you'll be able to let us know where it is. You vacate the castle when you're ready for us to begin, and we start after you're out.
That sounds like the best option.
Sounds like a good idea.
Agreed.
So, when are we getting to drinking? One of the other
What?
one
Gabriel
of the
will
other
speak up.
dragons speaks.
Gabriel will speak up, raising a finger. I'd prefer to save that for once we actually have the castle gone. Last thing I want is to be trying to stumble through that castle after a few drinks. I'm kind of a lightweight.
I see. Much
Let's
like
not-
Goldie
let's not
here,
drink
I guess.
this. It's probably best to not jinx this with an early celebration.
Agreed.
Last thing we need is to start celebrating and Strahd come back at that moment.
We'll be fine. With the barriers gone, we can defeat him right quick with all of us together. He'll have to come out to us and deal with us.
You're under the assumption he's going to be willingly coming out of the castle to deal with you and not use some strange magic again.
Then we'll break down the castle brick by brick.
Is that what happened last time?
We were off guard last time. That doesn't count.
We mean no disrespect. We know you all will be fine. We're more worried about ourselves in this situation. We've already fought him a handful of times, to put it mildly, before we actually defeated him. So we'd like to just deal with the situation entirely before we're willing to celebrate.
Finally,
right now, it
somebody
doesn't
with
feel like a victory.
sense.
Yeah, right now, it doesn't feel like a victory to us.
Very much like Goldie.
Yeah. Not to be a downer, but yeah, I think we should get back to searching the castle now.
All right. Well, we'll start with the celebration plans anyways, and when you're done and you think it's finally done, we'll start drinking.
That sounds like the perfect plan. Thank you.
Who said that?
The brass dragon.
Oh my god.
Did I just talk a brass dragon out of drinking?
No, you didn't talk
Okay.
him out of drinking. Actually, you might not have talked him out of drinking at all. He might still drink.
Well, that's fine. Like Gabriel said, I'm not worried about them. They're powerful enough, they'll be fine. I'm worried about if I end up in danger, okay?
How much booze does he need to drink to get drunk?
I know, right?
He's
He's
gonna
probably
drink this town
drinking-
dry.
Yeah, probably drinking by the barrels.
Oh, absolutely, given their size. Those barrels are going to be their mugs. Alright.
Do we really need to be searching ourselves? I've
I
been
mean-
in there.
Some help would be greatly appreciated, and we know where the crypts are, so we
We
can
can
just
just
lead
send
a
a
group
search
down
group.
there.
And then just keep in contact.
I mean, it would be nice to get a break. I feel like we've been going non-stop since Strahd got here and we met each other.
Really?
I mean, you can certainly take a break and have somebody else make contact. You do know that you have the blueprints, and there is on the blueprints a clear indication on where the where Sergei's tomb is.
Wait, his tomb is marked on the blueprint?
Yes.
If I'd known that, I'd have mentioned that. Actually, that searching may not take as long as we thought. Looking at the blueprint for the first time, I guess.
I mean, I did state that the blueprint would have shown you where everything is when you first got it.
Yes, but showing me where the crypts are and showing me where one specific crypt is are different things. I was not expecting to see one labeled, I have forgotten his name again.
Sergei?
Dickhead Brothers
Sergei.
to Crypt.
Sergei's crypt.
Well,
It probably is labeled like Lilith said.
yeah, there are 3 special areas that are for individuals entombed. Most of the crypts in the catacombs are just small 4x4s, and there are 3 offshoots from the crypts that go into specialized tombs. One of them is for Sergei, one of them is for Strahd's mother and father, and the third is for Strahd himself.
Okay. So I will take this map, which I assume is marked up with all the traps we've managed to find up
Mhm.
to this point,
Yes.
and I will show it to Father Brown. This is the tomb you're searching for. These marks are all traps we've come across. Lilith, is it safe to assume you wrote down what kind of trap it was?
Yes, it's one of our rests. I took in the blueprint and wrote down everything we found and what it did, and they all suck. And that the place is probably filled with much more that we haven't found.
Including like a crypt in this area had a spirit of some sort in it that nearly killed me. Glances at Zector with a frown. Anyway, Strahd's
Also
coffin.
glances at Zector with a frown.
Looks away before Lilith looks at him.
Also, Strahd's coffin isn't currently in this room. It should be about right here where we left it. Don't ask why it's there now. It just is. So this will be the best area for you to search. I just want you to be very wary of traps and such, because triggering those isn't fun.
Thank you for letting us know. Now, do you want us to go and begin already, or should we wait on your go-ahead? Do you still have business with the castle, I mean to say?
I'll look back to the group. Well, we haven't fully explored it. Did you guys want to go back in for anything?
I don't need anything. Marquez?
There is a substantial amount of money down below. It may not be worth much here, but in Barovia it will be.
Ah, yes, the Electrum coins with Strahd's face on it. I believe those are here, and I'll tap the map to show Father Brown.
Be sure to use them to finance whatever you need.
That would include all of the copper we left here, and I'll tap the map again.
About 700 gold worth of copper.
Why someone has that much copper is beyond us, but we couldn't physically carry it, so... And we figured it'd be better used for the effort of dealing with Strahd and Barovia anyways.
That seems like a worthwhile amount of coinage.
That I agree with. Hopefully it'll be useful to you all when you're there.
You mind the traps in the basement.
Last
Arcans,
call.
You should definitely, when we get time, write up anything you know about that place and the people who live there for them.
Last call for another trip into the castle.
I prefer to never
good?
enter it again. If I'm
Okay.
honest.
It sounds like we're done. Then we have one more thing to do before we give the go-ahead for this. We have to go talk to somebody about potentially also returning, because they're from there.
There's several people from there that we found here.
And we want to give them the opportunity to return if that's what they wish.
Very well. We should. We will wait for their answers.
I will send a message once we're done. Thank you again for all of your help. We truly could not have done it without you and Antir Raisir.
Well, yes.
All right, let's go find some people and have some more conversations.
And after we walk away, Lilith will say, well, I mean, I don't know if they really helped anything more than... We kind of did it all without them.
Gabriel's gonna shrug and go, look, one, I think we're still within hearing range. And two...
That's why I'm whispering.
Gabriel is too. He still thinks they can hear him. And two, if we didn't have their assistance, this would have been near impossible. It was still extremely difficult, but they did help.
Did they? Did they?
We didn't have to deal with an entire army while we were searching Strahd's castle.
That wasn't their help. That was Antir Rasir. Antir
thought
Rasir
the-
and Father Brown.
Well, yes, but
I'm
they
talking about
headed
the
the...
ancient dragons.
Oh, no. Gabriel wasn't talking to the Ancient Dragons when he said that. He was talking specifically to Father Brown and mentioned Antir Rasir. He did not
Oh,
once mention the
them.
Ancient Dragons.
No,
Yeah.
them, yes.
No, he
we're
didn't
in
once
agreement there.
mention the Ancient Dragons. Yeah. They might be the leaders of this area, and Gabriel might be subject to their rule. Does not mean he has to give them any kind of praise when they did
Undue
nothing.
credit.
Exactly.
To be fair, they have said that their hands were kind of tied. They did the best with what they could.
Skills
Yes,
you.
and-
They could have sent in armies from outside.
All their armies are consolidated in the lands they're no longer
Oh
able
yeah,
to be
it's
in.
so hard for a massive dragon to gain wealth and power.
Shut up.
Boo-hoo.
Shut up.
Yeah, totally not like they couldn't have hired like 6 armies worth of mercenaries from outer lands with all their wealth.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And it's 5 ancient dragons. I'm pretty sure at least 4 of them are wealthy enough to do that. We're nitpicking you, John.
Yeah.
I'm not
Sorry.
nitpicking you, John. I'm nitpicking the dragons.
Well, yeah, we are nitpicking the dragons, but I don't want you to take this as an insult or anything. We're just joshing with you.
I know.
Okay.
Meddle not in the affairs of dragons, for you are crunchy and go well with ketchup.
Yes.
See, this is exactly why we left the area as quickly as we did. Next, we're going to start finding the people from Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
And if I spot a certain werewolf, I'm attacking on sight.
You do
Oh,
not
yeah,
I think
spot
that
fuck is
a
a
goes for
meal.
certain werewolf.
everybody.
Do what?
You do not spot a certain werewolf.
No, I heard you. I was asking what Arkaz and Zector said. I didn't hear them.
Vector, you go first.
I was just gonna say for a meal, it's on site.
It really is.
He's still
Arcad?
probably
Arcad.
in the castle.
I said it goes without saying.
Okay. Yeah, y'all said it at like the perfect time for me to not understand either of you because of my hearing impairment.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, so if we somehow find it, I also would have warned Brother Brown and Antir Rasir about that specific werewolf. Like, just because, you know,
The
he
word's already
turned
been
on
out
us.
about him.
Yeah, but
We
I
already got
remind
that word
them-
out.
I would still remind them in person, make it very clear that vendetta is very real. He turned and attacked me of all people for Strahd.
Pettiest motherfucker. Right next
Oh,
to
yeah,
Lilith.
See, you get it.
Any character with me piloting them, it turns into the pettiest motherfucker.
All right, so we're gonna go find all of these people from Barovia and talk
Mhm.
to them one at a time to give them this option. We
Who
of
do
course
you
make it
find
clear.
first.
I think we should find Gertrude, the girl first.
No, we should do Gertrude last.
You think we should do her last?
Yes.
What about the
We should go
ghost?
on, Piddlewick.
Alright.
That's an option.
Would you say, Zector?
Indeed, that's an option. We can take it a look.
I don't think Piddlewick wants to go back. Piddlewick wanted to avoid the castle at all costs, but we can absolutely talk to him.
So,
Piddlewick
We
it is.
have a new mascot.
We're just gonna walk around with Piddlewick everywhere now.
so,
We'll get him
Go.
a fish costume.
I mean, why not?
so, you do find Piddlewick. He is, in a way, entertaining soldiers. Kind of doing little dances and juggling acts. Yeah. The soldiers find him entertaining but a little creepy. And you're getting the sense that there's some kind of tension with him around.
Sensing this as we approach, Gabriel will smile. Isn't Piddlewick just the best?
Oh yeah, he is the best. He's really talented with those with juggling. We've got a guard duty to post, so we're gonna go now. And
Gabriel will kind of shake his head.
Piddlewick watches them leave.
All right, Piddlewick. We're sorry to interrupt, but we need to have a conversation because we believe you deserve to have a choice in the matter.
He tilts his head as he looks at you.
We are going to send Strahd and his castle back to Barovia. We can't permanently deal with Strahd. We want to give you the option. What?
Oh, continue.
We would like to give you the option to return to Barovia with the castle if that's what you wish. If not, we are more than happy to have you around.
No.
Alright, then you are more than welcome to stay with us. I think our group would love to have you tag along. And Gabriel will look at everyone else.
Sure.
See, they're just brimming with excitement.
Fiddlesticks.
Piddlewick's
Let us go.
Fiddlesticks.
Piddlewick
It's
will
Piddlewick.
kind of dance a little bit and clap his hands together.
This gets a smile out of Gabriel.
Were
I
you
fully
given
get
that name? Were you given that name by Strahd?
Was he given that name by Strahd? I thought he was named
Shakes
after his
his head.
creator.
Shakes his head. Yes, no,
No.
or no. Okay. All right. Never mind then.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
we-
we've
yeah.
already.
Yeah, he nods his head no.
Shut up. Marquez backhands Lilith.
Damn.
Jeez.
That's one way
No.
to become a rat for an hour.
I would never do that.
Oh, we know you would never do that. The question is,
Don't
would
worry.
Arcas?
Don't worry, Arcaz. We can play this game. Bigby's hand.
Counterspell.
I'm gonna go way
Stab
over
Zector.
here. I'm gonna go way over here with Piddlewick and not be involved in that.
Bigby's hand, full body thumb war. Let's go.
So, out of curiosity, Arcaz, did you actually call Piddlewick Fiddlesticks?
In a joking, playful manner. I
Okay,
wouldn't
cool.
like if not trying to insult him.
Okay, cool.
Salt him.
Alright, who's next on the list?
Remember that ghost that we randomly found? I forgot the name. I really did. Gertrude?
So random.
Oh no, I don't
Gertrude's
think
not a ghost.
I don't think you found
Mm-mm.
any sentient ghosts, but there is a
Oh yeah,
the old
we forgot about that one.
codger that was
Yeah, that's what
the
I'm thinking of.
accountant. He's not a ghost.
He's just super
Catman.
old.
He's
Not yet.
super old.
I thought he was
Alright,
a ghost.
we'll go talk to him next.
But you can't find him.
I will ask
Hmm.
around.
As you ask around, he's like, "Oh yeah, I guess you were in the castle." While he was out, strangest thing, he had like an accident. He was standing on the edge of the step and he fell off. We don't really know what happened.
What do you mean he fell off?
Well,
The edge of step of
He
what?
slipped. You know how there's a cliff edge over there? I mean, I've been saying that there needs to be guardrails.
Insight check.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Yeah, please do, Lilith. My insight is terrible, and
We,
I
You
even
don't know
I,
insight.
you know what? I think Gabriel would try to insight check this one too, because even Gabriel's like, "What the fuck?"
What kind of
Screw
vibe
it.
am I getting from this guy? As he tells me this.
7.
I got a
I
22.
win.
I got
Well,
a 22.
With the
Nice.
19 and 22, those Gabriel and Lilith, you catch. I mean, he's not trying to hide anything, but you feel like there's a tension there. A tension there, and there's more to the story as well.
Gabriel looks to Lilith.
Show us where he slipped.
And he takes.
I'll go find Brown.
He takes you both to there, and I mean, he's like, yeah, you can't see him now, but he was apparently standing over here, and I mean, I guess he must have taken a wrong step or lost his footing or something. I'm not entirely sure what. It's been at least a day. Well, not a day. It's been a little while, so we managed to clean him up, but I think you can still see the splat on the ground. And sure enough, as he kind of points down, hundreds of feet down, as the you see on the road leading up to this place, that there is just kind of a little bit of blood stain on the cobblestone road that makes up the path upward.
Gabriel will frown and look back to the soldier.
I mean, I've been
And-
saying there needs to be a railing and such to prevent these kind of accidents.
Is he dead?
Oh yes, he died on the spot, head first.
Oh my god.
And what are you not telling us?
Well, I mean, I've been talking to some of the guys, and I don't think it's actually an accident. I think somebody's been pushing people off. I hate to say it, but I think it's that doll thing. Ever since he got into camp, there's been a lot of accidents happening.
Excuse me?
Did you just blame Piddlewick?
I'm sorry. I just think it's kind of strange how people start losing footing, and people often just like accidents seem to be happening with him here. I don't know what's
And have
happening.
you seen Piddlewick anywhere near these accidents?
No.
Or has anybody? Okay, so
I just have a hunch, and I haven't said that part out loud. I haven't actually put blame out, but
and I appreciate that.
there's just not
We-
any evidence to support it, but just get this feeling.
We'll talk to Piddlewick. We'll look around. We'll do some investigating because this is very serious, and we need to figure this out. If people are actually being pushed, and quite frankly, I'm more than a little bit angry that that man suffered for as long as he did just to go out when he was finally free.
I know, right? He looked like. I mean, he said he was like in his late 40s, and he looked like he was 80. Good Lord. Or
Dear Lord, we didn't know
it's-
he was that young.
whatever.
We kind of assumed he was around 80.
Yeah, whatever was going on in that castle does that to you if you're a normal person. Jeez.
Gabriel's gonna pause and look around at the ground. I'd like to make an investigation check, see if I can
Yeah.
see maybe faint, bloody hands and footprints around the edges.
Yeah, go ahead.
How would there be bloody handprints?
Remember the thing Arcaz released from the
No.
tub? He went to fill a flask or
That-
something from the tub, and it congealed into like a humanoid
yeah.
form.
That was released like less than 2 hours ago.
What?
Okay, fair enough. I forgot about that part. Then just a general investigation check
Yeah,
to
go
see
ahead
like
and
what I
make
can.
an investigation check.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow. Thanks, guys. I love you too.
You're not able to find anything,
Even with a 13.
even with a 13.
Can I help him and give him advantage?
Sure. How do you help him?
Where
He already
I'm
rolled.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
where is
Yeah,
Piddlewick
I'm-
at this time?
What are the
Piddle-
rest of y'all? Before we go
Piddlewick
find
should be
him-
with us.
before
He
we go
should be with
find
us.
him,
He didn't.
soldier,
Hmm?
you're gonna keep this to yourself, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not
And
one
let
to throw
Us
around
handle
blame.
investigating.
Sure. It just everybody's been calling it an accident, so I have just left it at that unless I see something and such.
As she's having this conversation is when Gabriel's kind of looking over the area.
And by the way,
Not
Piddlewick
finding
didn't
much.
follow you as you went to. He stayed where he was and went somewhere else.
Ah.
Start asking around, where's the puppet? Has anyone seen the puppet?
Yeah.
No. Let's. First off, what do you all make of this?
The area is dangerous, but even as a newly freed person, I don't see him get that. I don't see that man getting close enough to the edge he would risk falling when he'd just been freed. And he fell head first. If he hit head first, he likely was pushed forward, or at least in a leaning forward fashion when he fell.
I don't know about that, but he didn't come off to me as someone who was troubled in that manner.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Was it either is an accident or someone pushed him?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about any of this arithmetic that you're talking about. But
Yeah, go ahead, Arquez.
this is something that needs to be looked into.
I
And-
agree. I think it should be looked into more.
We need to be subtle about this.
I agree.
If we go up to Biddlewick, what are we gonna do? Just ask him if he's doing it?
In which case, he'd say no outright, like anyone would with that accusation.
The best plan, I think the best plan is a trap. At the moment,
I agree.
if this is something that's been happening repetitively, we know what the likely scenario that's causing it. Someone standing at the edge
I mean,
by themselves.
I can do it. I can stand there. I have a spell that I can keep active for an hour. That'll keep me from hitting the ground hard.
I can also just fly.
That's true. So either one of us will work for that.
We also should have somebody of the small stature do it.
I
That's
could also
the most pushable.
I could also force him to.
To what?
Uh,
I don't want to do that, but we can.
What are you talking about?
actually, I don't think the spell would work that way.
I can force him to, if it is him, to refrain from killing, and if he were to, he's gonna hurt himself. We'll get it
Noted.
confirmed if he is actually doing it.
Gabriel,
Yes.
come over here for a moment.
I will walk over to him.
Watch your steps.
I will do so carefully.
You missed a set of footprints that appear to be soulless.
I'm
Please,
going to look
smooth.
at the pointed out prints.
Mm-hmm. What you find are actually two sets of footprints as Arcaz points them out to you. A set of footprints which look very similar to the kind of shoes that the accountant was wearing, and they're pointing away from the ledge. And then a smaller set of footprints that are completely smooth, and they're pointing towards the ledge. And the footprints
How
trail
much
off.
smaller?
Much smaller, about a small creature's size.
I don't believe our friend is truly a friend.
Someone bring Piddlewick.
While they're away and doing this investigation, I'm still talking with Zector over here.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you make
Well,
of this?
I sent you a
You
DM,
also-
John.
I know.
I'm
You all
just.
see Arcaz march off into the crowd.
Beat. Go ahead.
It's just a lot. And I'm also worried about them taking a really long time to find the other half for the ritual.
The ritual? Oh. But what about our immediate situation? Anything you can glean from it?
What's the immediate situation?
The fucking alleged cliff pushing.
I don't think it's alleged anymore.
I offered
It's
up.
alleged until there's proof.
I offered a result to it. It will completely clear his name, but it'll also completely incriminate him if that's the case.
What are you talking about? You got something that you concocted?
I can give him a rule that he has to follow for the next 30 days. And if he follows it, nothing happens. He's fine. But if he were to disobey the rule, he's gonna get really hurt.
You think that's what we should do?
It'll clear his name, and then everyone would stop blaming him.
And then what if just things stop happening during those 30 days? We're still just
They
starting,
have
no?
they have more time to gather evidence for 30 days.
But also,
But if it all starts again after 30 days, then I don't know. We can just keep it quiet between us.
that's one
They don't
thing
know.
to do, but if it's not him, and this is our only thing we do, it could happen again when we're not looking. While we're looking over here.
We run the risk everywhere we go.
But when we get him, why don't we just
Why don't we just...
we could just tempt him if it's him with one of us.
How would you tempt him?
Be by the edge alone with him. And then one of us is there, and another one of us could be there invisibly.
I like that idea.
We're pretty capable.
I like that idea. Let's go tell everyone.
All right.
Arcaz is
Gabriel,
gone.
where did Arcaz go?
Oh my god.
How many you want me to
Speaking
make?
of which, Arcaz, you found Piddlewick. Go ahead and make a grapple check, which would be a unarmed attack against him to grab him.
An unarmed attack first.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about the new grapple rules yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Piddlewick. Okay, cool. Cool. He's going to try and beat that DC. And probably fail, plus, because this is what he got. Cool.
Yeah, he even
you-
with a nat 20, he wasn't getting
Yeah.
away.
You have the doll, and he's kind of flailing a little bit before he stops.
And I will carry him back to where the group was last seen.
With very little time, everybody else, you see Arcaz returning with with holding Piddlewick by the scruff.
Arcaz, you
When
didn't
we told you
bring
to
him
go
like
get him, we
that.
didn't mean just manhandle him. Gosh.
Just
I'll
bring
approach.
him over here quickly. I need to make some comparisons.
Piddlewick, are you okay?
It kind of struggles a little bit.
I am not
Okay.
letting him go.
Arcaz, hold him like 6 inches above the ground right here. And I'll hold my hands out around one of the small footprints. And I'm going to compare the feet.
They're
What are,
they are almost an exact match.
what are y'all doing?
Piddlewick, did you push the old man off the cliff? Because I've got your footprint here facing the cliff, but the old man's footprint is facing away.
He tilts his head as if in confusion.
I lift him up to be eye level with me. Piddlewick, did you do a funny?
He raises his arms out almost as if, like, what?
We're not trying to accuse you.
As subtle
boy.
as a bull in a china shop, y'all are.
That's. Look, I just wanted to check his footprint. I didn't want to cause accusations
So
or
subtly.
for him to be manhandled.
I mean,
I prefer
Arcaz,
the
you can-
direct method.
Put Piddlewick down. As of right now, Piddlewick is still a friend, an ally, and not really a suspect. John,
Set
have there been
Piddlewick on the
other
ground,
have there
but I
been
do
other
not
small
remove my hand.
have there been other small creatures in the camp as we've been doing things throughout?
Oh yeah,
Because I have a hard time believing that Piddlewick's the only small creature.
there are a couple of other small creatures. There are a couple of gnomish and halfling creatures. There are definitely a whole bunch of kobolds that are running around, especially now since the ancient dragons are back.
well, we already knew there were kobolds around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think a kobold's
that carries
footprint would
with us all
match
the time.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah, Zector, come put your foot over here.
Why? Okay.
Don't touch the actual scene, please.
Does the footprint match?
No, it doesn't.
Thanks. I just needed to clear up my name, I guess.
Yes, apparently.
You're no longer the prime suspect.
John, what other race would I maybe be aware of could possibly match this footprint?
Well, here's the thing. One of the big things about Piddlewick's feet, specifically, is that they are carved wood to look like
Pegs?
shoes, and specifically, those curly pointed toe shoes. So
Yes,
Piddle-
but is the bottom
Piddlewick.
completely smooth, or did they carve a heel into it, or...
you would notice that there is somewhat of a heel carved into it.
Then there should be a heel on the footprint.
Yes.
Piddlewick. Well, this is also dirt.
Yeah.
Is there one in the print?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Piddlewick, whatever happened to the first Piddlewick?
Kind of shrugs.
You don't know a lot of things, huh? Well,
Yeah, he shrugs.
we're looking for an old man. We were wanting to. He's from Barovia, just like you. We were wanting to talk to him and offer him a chance to go back. You know, have you seen him around? An older man?
Piddlewick shakes his head and then kind of points down to where the splat is.
So you knew that he was down there, Piddlewick? How do you
Kind
know
of
that?
shrugs.
It's not really been an open conversation amongst a lot of people. Well, people don't want to talk about it, from what we've gathered.
Did you
Again,
send
shrugs.
him down there?
Puts his hands on his hips, kind of as a frustrated manner.
Piddlewick, can you write?
I
Shakes
could
his
also
head
disconnect
no.
our minds.
I think that would be wise. Please connect us. We need this to be a
Listen.
two-way conversation.
I think for now we should focus on other things. We have a lot of other important things to do. And we've all been stressed. We're starting to get on the realm of making accusations. For now,
Unfounded
let's
ones.
For now, let's go find Gertruda.
Yes, let's do that.
And
As
we'll leave you alone, Piddlewick.
we're sorry about this.
Piddlewick nods and kind of watches you guys leave before he heads off in a different direction.
I will cast invisibility on myself and go
Mhm.
follow him.
Okay. He begins going around and trying to entertain other people.
Mm-hmm.
While she is doing that,
Uh,
I'm going to kind of wander around the camp, looking around to see if I can spot anyone who may have either similar style shoes, if not on their feet, then somewhere around their possessions.
I'm gonna assist Gabriel with that.
Important question. We're
Yeah.
still under Rary's telepathic bond, right?
Mhm.
We've been constantly having that going. It only
Yeah.
got an hour, but we've been like refreshing it.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
haven't refreshed it with Piddlewick.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just refreshed it with
It's
Piddlewick.
just us.
No, I have not refreshed it with Piddlewick yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right now,
so it
it's
is
just
just
the
us.
four of us.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna follow Piddlewick, and maybe we could try to, since there seems to be a lot of evidence lining up with him, make a trap by the ledge for him, and give him time to find it. I'll invisibly be with him and ready to stop him if he tries to do anything.
While you're doing that, we are going to look around the camp, maybe see if we can find some evidence of someone with similar style shoes or something. Maybe they're trying to frame him.
When when you're getting closer to the ledge, what the hell?
What the fuck was that?
That was a dog that got emulated.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought something died for a second.
It was Jelly Belly.
We can do what Gabriel wants to do, but as soon as you see Piddlewick alone and he's kind of getting closer towards the area of the ledge, tell us and we'll rush there to set up a trap to give him a prime opportunity if he thinks he's alone.
I volunteer as bait.
I
Do you
would
think
make
he-
better bait.
Let's not have
I'm
you
the
as bait.
lightest.
How
I'm
is
the
you?
lightest of us.
Perhaps one of the two of us that can fly.
I can
Uh,
fly.
First of all, Garkaz, someone less threatening. Gabriel is clearly the only option here.
And also much easier to push for a doll.
Exactly.
I was the one that accused him. I would be the first one he would want to get rid of
Do you think he could push you off?
if I let him.
You think he would even think he could?
I don't know.
Look at Gabriel's frail body compared to yours.
Yeah, Gabriel's a toothpick.
For once,
Uh,
I'm proud
and
to be a two.
A child could push Gabriel over, and he wouldn't be able to fight back without his magic. You take
This
his
is
book
very
away, and he's just a frail little boy.
That
I
hurt,
can't-
but that's true.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help that I was raised as a brick shithouse.
Like, Gabriel's the perfect one to be pushed off. He's just so pathetic and puny and weak.
Lilith, too far.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I might have gotten a little carried away there.
Overzealous.
Apologies. I forgot we can't all be paragons of strength and constitution.
Yeah.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, buddy. Gabriel now visibly looks a little down.
Guys, come on. You don't have to do this. He gets it.
I assume Arcaz is walking with Gabriel.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you see
So
this.
he's, without speaking, he's only speaking telepathically. He's going to pat him on the shoulder and say, "Don't
Ow.
worry, friend. I have a regime that will get you in tip-top shape."
Awesome. Awesome.
I don't like the sound of that.
This is how Gabriel
will
gets a
make-
+1 con.
I will make a man out of you.
Oh no.
Why are you like
Get
this?
down to business.
That was my first thought too.
To defeat Strahd. Or Dratane.
Whichever comes first.
Alright.
So we're investigating with Gabriel and
Yes.
setting up a sting operation against.
Yes.
Correct.
The second.
All right.
Totally forgot he was a second.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about the first Piddlewick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
I
Piddlewick
do
the second.
remember the first Piddlewick dying somehow before.
I don't think we learned about that. Did we? I don't think we know anything about the first Piddlewick because nobody knows about it.
I don't know.
We learned about it.
We learned.
I don't-
Well, I thought we only knew it because it says somewhere on him, Piddlewick the second.
Yeah, he has a name tag and everything that says Piddlewick the second.
Yes, but it was some line of questioning you specifically asked Piddlewick, like, is the Piddlewick the first still alive? And he said no.
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about all we know. We don't know how he died or any of that. Just that he's the second
got-
and the first is dead.
He got Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story 2.
Oh, God.
Repackaged. He got repackaged.
Anyway,
So, make an investigation check with advantage, Gabriel,
awesome.
because I know you're getting
Why?
helped.
27.
I'm gonna be just following him for an hour and then stealthily or leaving just a bit far away to recast invisibility if I need to.
With a 27, you do find that, I mean, it's not a, his type of shoes aren't actually a common fashion statement among the smaller folk, but you do find a couple who are wearing those. They look like they're individuals who are now kind of in the line of state officials who seem to be trying to get things back up and running from before things went to shit.
Zector, Arcaz,
Yes.
that one, and that one. I'll have shoes that match Piddlewick.
What? Why do I hear a bulldozer moving in my direction?
Yeah. Arcaz moves in menacingly. No.
Oh my god, who blocked out the sun?
So it could all. Do not, Arcaz, no.
Is Arcaz approaching them?
No. This was all a gaff. It was all a gaff.
I'm saying psych. I'm saying psych.
Psych.
Y'all better start saying
You
something
want
else, or it's
them.
not going to be a psych.
So,
All right,
You want them, say the word.
no. For now, it's best to try and keep an eye on them. You're not the stealthy type. I think Zector does best in that regard between the three of us. I'm going to go set up near the ledge and get ready in case they come around.
Perfect.
Do I need to be rolling stealth rolls, by the way?
yeah, go ahead and make stealth
I don't know
rolls with
how high-
advantage.
I don't know how high the DC is going to be.
Zector will also stealth now with invisibility spell cast on himself.
You also have
I have
advantage.
a plus. I
And I will.
have stealth.
God fucking damn it.
And while they're doing this, I'm going to go to the ledge, and once out of sight of most people, and especially those specific targets, I'm going to cast Dampen Gravity on myself and
Okay.
hold concentration on that as I sit near the edge.
Okay.
Well, specifically, I'm kind of standing, like leaned over it.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough I could easily be pushed off.
Oh, 27 stealth check. I'm
Nice.
invisible.
Yeah, literally you are with the invisibility spell.
I mean, yes. Probably more.
You have invisibility spell too?
Yeah.
Twinsies, high five.
Oh, I missed.
That's what I was waiting for.
Wait, where are you? I can't see you.
Lilith, stop screaming in my head. Just speak out your mouth so I can hear you.
No, I don't want to alert Pedalwick.
Fuck.
How awful would that be? A very telepathic bond. Somebody just keeps screaming mentally.
yeah. You're too used to using Rary's telepathic bond, so.
That would be hilarious.
I do love this spell. It's so useful. I might have to get this from you later,
It's a
Zector.
good spell.
Mhm.
Okay, so. Let's see here.
This way you can save some spell slots and I can use it on occasion as well.
Oh, this is a ritual cast.
Oh, even better. Alright. So John,
Yeah, de San Valenta.
I'm checking on something.
When I Borislav.
What have I done?
Lilith, I don't know what you're singing in my head, but I would appreciate you stopping because it's gonna get stuck there. It's really catchy.
I don't know why it's in my head either. I just
just
suddenly got the urge to sing it, and I don't know why. And I'm a bard. I
Well-
should know this.
Well, you know what? It's better in your head than out loud with what we're currently doing. As you were.
It is in my
apologize.
head. Y'all are just in here too.
Yes,
God
I'm
damn.
aware.
How awful.
We're all subject to each other's ADHD. Oh my god.
It's about this time that you all hear Gabriel starting to study one of his books again.
Oh, now
So,
you're doing it. See, it's.
Oh, bloody hell.
need to work on-
Apologies.
we need to iron out some kinks in this spell, Zector, so that we can like turn it off on our end whenever we want.
I am quickly regretting this spell.
So,
I'm just gonna put the book away.
It's just so handy.
It is, but your thoughts.
Lilith,
Yeah.
as you follow Piddlewick around, He eventually gets around to. Let's see here. Piddlewick just follows around, goes to entertain certain people, and then eventually he kind of spots Gabriel at the ledge. But
Gabriel, we're a ways behind you.
I'm already ready.
And Piddlewick heads to the ledge and sits down on it next to Gabriel.
Gabriel will smile at him. Sorry about earlier.
I'm gonna move over to the ledge, like
He begins
15
kicking
feet
his
down.
feet off the side.
I really am happy to have you around.
Piddlewick nods. Sector,
Yes, sir.
this is boring. All these people are doing is paperwork.
Jesus, Jelly.
Just paperwork and paperwork. Some of them are even excited about it.
What the?
So everything on Sector's end is just a blank silence.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like, what? Zector's just jaw drops. Like, who the fuck is happy about this?
I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on your end, Sector, but Piddlewick is sitting next to me, and we're just chatting. Well, I'm chatting at him.
Lilith is there.
I'm a little bit to your right.
Noted.
I'm about a ways down, but I can see both of y'all. Arcaz, keep your distance. We want to make sure he doesn't think any more people are around here.
Arcaz slowly makes his way to the other side of camp.
Perfect.
Good boy.
Yeah. Piddle doesn't do anything shady. Just sits there. As silent as can be, as he can. There is a sound of creaking as he moves his joints. There's definitely the squeak of wood against wood. But other than that, he doesn't make any noise, and he just sits there, almost just keeping you company.
Gabriel more or less studies, only kind of focused on it as he's concentrating on his spell.
What does dampen gravity do?
It's
It's actually an aura effect of 30 feet. You focus your powers to lessen the call of gravity in a 30-foot radius around yourself. For the duration, creatures of your choice in this radius have their jump distance doubled and their movement speed increased by 10 foot. They have advantage on all acrobatic checks, and they ignore fall damage if they ended their fall in this radius.
How big is the radius?
30 feet. So you're within my radius, and I made sure that you are settled with it.
John, when I'm here, can I like actively feel the area being like different and floatier?
a little bit, yeah.
Gabriel, you might want to is that one of those things you normally do where you make everywhere light?
It only works on those I choose. So those unaffected by it shouldn't be able to feel it.
Alright. We just don't want to give the game away.
Exactly.
But yeah.
And, I'm going to move away real quick because I assume it's getting close to having to reset this spell.
Yep.
And then, like, go behind a tree and recast invisibility.
Mhm.
And just stay here.
Yeah, after about another.
Zector, you should go. You should go tell the council we might be reconvening tonight.
I like that
Who,
idea.
It takes
who would
another.
one see?
Hmm?
It takes
About-
another what?
What was that, Arcaz?
Never mind, it can wait.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I stopped because Arcaz was about to ask a question and.
Yeah.
It can wait. It can wait. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well,
No, can't. How about you say it now, Arcaz?
Yeah, we've
What about
already
that?
given you the floor. Take it.
I wasn't speaking as Arcaz.
Oh, how
Carry
about,
on.
Carly, you take the floor then, Carly. How about that?
Who would one go to see about getting a +2 or getting a weapon from +1 to +2? Would it be an enchantment, or would that be a blacksmith or an enchanting blacksmith?
that would be an enchanter of some kind. Could be an enchanting
Hey,
blacksmith,
you know-
could be just a regular enchanter.
And you know Gabriel is planning to work on something like that at some point. Right now he's focused on stonework.
But yeah.
Carrying on.
Is this a new day or the same day?
I would imagine it is the
Same
same
day?
day.
Yeah, this is all the same day.
So it takes another 30-ish minutes before Petalwick gets back up and begins heading out.
I'll follow him.
And he goes back to
Still
the same
stealthily.
old, begins doing random entertainment bits for people passing by.
I reset my spell once I'm alone.
Maybe we should disguise ourselves as someone else. That's not us.
Can you do that, Lilith?
I can. What about y'all? I've been invisibly keeping an eye on him.
I'm invisible too.
I don't have that kind of spell.
I can make all three of us invisible, Arcaz.
You all just call me if you
Alright.
need something.
Well, why don't you, Zector, come over here to Petalwick. He's by the large campfire where all the soldiers are gathering around.
I go there. Do I need to make a stealth check again?
No, you should be fine.
And let me know when you get here.
I got here.
Do you see him?
Is he hiding or can I see him when I just walk in there?
Oh yeah, you can see him. Petalwick is not
Okay.
trying to hide.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see him.
Alright, I'm gonna go and try to be bait this time. I think I'll be more appetizing if he's some of that. Maybe he's got a bond to us and doesn't want to do us. So
Alright.
I'll go over to a cliff
Mhm.
edge and like I try to hide and disguise myself as like a small soldier, like
Mhm.
a halfling soldier who, what was the race of the accountant?
He was human.
Human. Okay. A halfling soldier who is like in leather armor, has a short sword at his side, and looks like he's holding like onto a picture of him and a friend. Like not a picture. It looks like he's just sad and mourning like the loss of somebody in this battle.
Okay.
And I will try to my best to like act that out.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Ooh, I haven't gotten to roll one of those.
You got this.
Of course, it's a 2.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not a 1 though.
It's not a 1 though.
And it's still
Okay.
better than what I rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new role for me. I've never tried to be a sad, depressed halfling. Well, it can't be a halfling. It's only be 1 foot level. He's gonna also be a human.
Mhm.
You could be a very large halfling, like Bull Roar too.
No, I forgot. Yeah, so it's gonna be like a human. Human male. Maybe 30s. He's just sad and standing by the edge, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I'll be doing that.
Okay.
I'm in position, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
so hopefully he'll take the bait. Well, hopefully he doesn't take the bait, but we'll find out. I
After,
preferably somewhere like with a steep fall where I'd be falling for a bit.
yeah. After a little bit, somebody approaches you, Lilith. It's not Piddlewick. It's the same guard that gave you the information. That
Motherfucker, bet.
yeah. He goes, I don't recognize you. Who are you?
My name's Clancy. I used to live here, but ever since Shaw came in, it wasn't possible much longer.
Ah, so you're probably here by kind of like some of the. Make a deception check real quick.
Yeah. When I heard that they were trying to fight back, I just know I need to do something. We've all lost a lot.
If she says something, tell it. Well,
Oh,
never mind.
32.
Nice.
I was gonna
Okay.
say if she says
my
something
God.
telepathically about this, can I feed her information about the city to make it more believable? But I guess I don't need to.
So
We've all lost in our own ways, and
he
some of us
nods
more
and
than
goes,
others.
"Okay, well, just be careful. We've had a lot of people falling off the ledge recently. You
I'm
might want to
not-
take a couple steps out."
I'm not that far gone, friend, but thank you.
Still, we
Take a-
don't have any guardrails.
I'll take a step backward.
He goes, all right. I'm gonna be making patrols around here, so. And it is about that time that Piddlewick begins heading off towards the ledge.
John's just playing with our feelings at this point.
Yeah, I am.
So which
Zector's
of us is gonna get pushed off? Will it be Lilith or will it be Gabriel?
Zector's like, oh.
Zector,
Are
you're
you
following
dying,
Piddlewick?
Zector?
After that guy leaves, I step a foot closer and get back to the ledge.
Okay. Can I roll an insight check if he looks suspicious?
Piddlewick?
No, the dude saying about the dead bodies, like he just randomly approached a random dude.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Scuff.
Oh, I thought you weren't there. I
No,
thought
I'm
you were by
invisible.
Piddlewick.
Yeah, Piddlewick is by the ledge.
No,
Is it?
Piddlewick is heading
No,
that
Piddlewick
way.
is
Yeah.
just now heading that
Just
way.
now heading.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah.
was there already the whole time.
Nope.
Nope.
Go on.
Okay. Piddlewick kind of sees Lilith standing there. Tilts his head, kind of curious, but moves on.
I'll take a necklace. If somebody tells me that he's there, I'll try to play into the scene.
Zector will be, since he's with Piddlewick the whole time, he will be telling Lilith he's going to be approaching in 3, 2, 1.
Lilith will pull off the silver dragon clawed necklace and begin doing a soliloquy to this as if he's mourning a lost comrade in the fight that they just partook in.
Piddlewick actually passes by Lilith. Zector, you can see that he actually has his sights on the guard that is still somewhat in the distance. And it looks like Piddlewick is making an approach to the guard.
Hey guys, Piddlewick is going after the guard.
Well,
Just keep following him. I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
Hearing
Okay.
this and given the distance, John, if I pop my wings, fly down to the road below, and rush as quickly as I can with my increased movement speed, would I get there in time to get that guard within my 30-foot radius?
It depends. Let me see here.
I would fly at an angle downwards in their
Play it
direction.
cool. Play it cool, Gabriel.
Well, hang on. That's depending if I'm even in line of sight of them at the moment.
Oh,
Why are you
you're
taking
not in-
everything
Fiddlewick
off?
even pushes him.
Well, it's also. Do you think I'm just gonna watch this dude die?
Well, no. But if you know that I'm down there and able to stop any damage from taking place, you can make sure that that's actually what's about to happen. Catch him red-handed. Hence why I'm asking the question. Plus, this is an out-of-character question, so hold on and let John answer, please.
um. Um.
Oh, brother, if I could have taken that arrow for you, I would have.
Yeah.
If only I had known that that weird-looking dude was so proficient in crossbows.
That weird looking dude.
I am going to say no.
No?
No.
Okay. I don't think I can get there in time, so if Piddlewick manages to push him off completely, that man's dead.
Can I see this guard still in my
I'll
view
catch him.
around me?
Yeah,
Is
you can see the guard walking across on the not quite on the ledge, but walking around
Patrolling
the
it?
ledge, and he's kind of patrolling it. Yeah.
Okay.
Arquez
Alright,
takes
Sector, you
off.
got this.
Arquez takes off down the hill to get to the bottom of the cliff. Racing to get there.
Arcaz just booking it. Just thunk, 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 thunk.
Meanwhile, Piddlewick continues and continues as if trying to be very, very stealthy. Actually, let me real quick roll a stealth check. Oh
God
yeah,
damn.
super stealthy.
But I'm behind his stealth.
Oh yeah, you can clearly see him.
Yeah, he's not stealth from you.
Yeah.
No,
he
no,
is-
no. I get it. There's like a chain reaction of stealth checks, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Do you, Zactor, do you think I need to make my way over there?
I would prefer not having to do this all on my own.
I'll stop soliloquying and making my way in the direction. Recasting invisibility.
Okay. Make a stealth check with advantage. And let my dog out because she's whining at my door.
Another 23. Goddamn. Goddamn.
Nice.
Something tells me Arquez isn't going to make it in time either.
Oh, no.
Hopefully you-
If
or even make it
Gabriel-
to the right part of the cliff.
Yeah, if Gabriel couldn't make it to that part of the cliff, flying down the face of the cliff and moving that way, you're definitely not going to make it that
Oh,
way.
you were trying to move down the cliff.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
he
that's what I was
hasn't-
saying. I was going to pop my wings, fly down diagonally in y'all's direction, and when I hit the ground, I have 40 feet of movement, and I have the dash action.
So
That's
he
what I
hasn't
was
been
basing
pushed.
off of.
Hasn't been pushed
A
yet.
23 stealth check.
a 23 stealth check is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll find Piddlewick, but I can find the guard and just keep an eye on him. So that's my plan.
Well, let's see here.
And I'm just trying to keep quiet, mostly.
Yeah. Zector, you continue following, and Piddlewick is slowly inching towards the guard. And when Piddlewick kind of gives a thought, you can sense it about to happen because he kind of looks both ways and looks around. He even does that head spinning thing where he looks completely 360 degrees around himself without actually moving his body.
Oh my god.
And
Can I see this happening too?
I'm going to say yes. And he then suddenly begins rushing the guard to push him.
I'm gonna hold my action to cast a spell
Okay.
Same here.
for whenever this guard gets pushed. I'm gonna cast.
Mm-hmm.
My plan is to cast Bigby's hand
Okay.
just underneath this guard where he's falling to catch him.
Okay.
My goal is to cast telekinesis on Piddlewick.
All right. Give me a moment. My dog just came back in. I'm going to close the door.
How badly has Arcaz failed in his attempt to get to the bottom of the cliff?
Okay. Zector, what were you preparing again?
Holding for telekinesis.
Okay, cool.
After he pushes the guard?
Yes.
Now, are you targeting
Arcaz, that's the
Piddlewick
question.
or are you targeting the guard?
Piddlewick.
Okay. Yeah, Arcaz?
Arcaz, that's the question.
Said, how badly have I failed in reaching the bottom of the cliff where the guard is?
Oh, badly. It takes a lot of distance to get to that point.
Especially since you are on the other side of the camp.
Yeah.
Not
Even
our
with-
creepy puppet.
Even with 80 feet of dash?
Even with 80 feet of dash.
Hmm.
See, that's what I was saying. If I couldn't make it flying down the cliff face at an angle and then having 80 feet of dash, I didn't think you would either.
Oh, well,
I thought
y'all
maybe
are
that-
trying things.
Yeah, we're just trying things.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe you were waiting for him to be pushed before you moved.
Oh, no,
So
I was going to
go
do it
ahead
right then and there.
Okay. I was going to go ahead and like cut him off at the pass type deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, and easily enough, Piddlewick does push the guard off, and you guys instantly start casting your spells. Lilith, I'm not going to have you make a roll since it is simply just creating Bigby's hand to catch the dude. I'm pretty sure Piddlewick needs to make a saving throw against
Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Would it be a
He's so-
disadvantage? Not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
Alright, once they
This is where
once they let us know things are kicked off, I'm gonna dash towards them with 40
Mhm.
feet of movement.
We're
So
making a
80 feet
move.
turn. 80 feet of turn, just full horse huffing it.
So, Piddlewick does this and suddenly kind of constricts into that pinned position while the guard is pushed off the ledge and falls into a hand.
A glowing blue hand with
Um,
black fingernails and just gold
Mhm.
bangles just rises up with this guard and just gently sets it, slides him out of the hand back into the ledge, away from the ledge.
the guard just kind of looks and goes, "Oh my goodness, we really need to get those handrails." And he kind of looks around. He sees both of you after you've cast a spell and goes, "Thank you. I would have been a goner if you hadn't been there."
Quickly move on and step back from the ledge. We've got a puppet to deal with.
he does move away from the ledge.
Let me know when I arrive, John.
Okay.
I'm going to try to just press down on him with Bigby's hand while
Mhm.
he's pinned.
Yeah. And he has done so. You hear the creak of wood as it strains.
Not trying to crush him, trying to restrain him.
Still, he is very restrained.
We've got Pedalwake restrained. We're waiting on the two of y'all to show up.
Be there
Yeah.
momentarily. I need cardio.
Eventually.
How are you out of breath in your head?
You don't get a reply.
You hear the Mario World sound effect of feet skidding, and Arcas turns around and runs back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, and you guys do eventually get there. Not before the spells end, but while Piddlewick
My
is
spell
still
lasts a
pinned.
minute.
Yeah,
My spell lasts 10.
yeah, exactly.
It takes me 10 minutes of straight running to get there.
no. It takes within a minute. Takes like
Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay, the way you phrased that, I thought their spells ended before we got there.
I meant to say both their spells are still active when you arrive.
Okay.
Actually, it takes
Gabriel
more like
stops
45 seconds.
Yeah, Gabriel gets there, stops, hands on knees, just panting away and like just sweat pouring down his face. Not a runner.
Looks
Damn.
How
like
my lungs supposed to hurt?
Speaking of which, if you are so, make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm down for that. Let me check what that is. I'm down for that. What is my con save gonna be? +2. Okay.
Okay,
18. Let's
cool.
go.
Alrighty.
I don't think my lungs are supposed to burn.
It was a good attempt, though. You got here in record time.
For me, maybe.
does Arcas show up as well?
Yes. Not too far behind Gabriel.
On save?
Oh yeah,
Why
sure.
would you need one?
Just to show off.
Con save.
Rolls a 1.
That's what I'm hoping for now because he just wants to show off.
That would be funny. Yeah, you are totally fine.
What happened to you?
I ran.
Well, it looked like you flew in.
That'd have probably been smarter.
We trusted you, Piddlewick.
Piddlewick just kind of looks at you. His expression could only be described as wooden.
You truly did belong in that castle, didn't you?
Do we have to destroy it now?
I mean, we could either destroy him or tie him up in the castle and send him back.
No. It needs to be destroyed. That's not a creature. That's just another That's just another blasted contraption of Shroud's.
So,
Not gonna let
Piddlewick.
it be anyone else's problem.
Alright, I'm feeling a little better now. Piddlewick, why?
He looks at you. He can't speak. And he doesn't have his arms.
If we want any answers, we're gonna have to connect him.
That would take 10 minutes and my spell would end.
Let's not do that then. Well,
Crush.
Piddlewick, you brought this upon yourself.
Bigby's hand just begins to start pressing down
Okay.
until
my God.
until you hear a loud crunch.
What is the damage of Bigby's hand?
5d8.
Go ahead and roll that.
Oh my God.
23
Nice.
force
Okay.
damage.
It doesn't take much. within the first kind of push of pressure that you give the hand, Piddlewick is completely broken apart, and when you kind of raise the hand up, he's in pieces.
I will then use firebolt to burn all the pieces just to make sure.
Okay.
And that confirms that we have dealt with that problem. We
No
trusted
mascot for
Piddlewick.
us.
Someone should go. We need to go find Gertruda and check on her.
I agree, because if
I'm
he's
worried
been running
about those
around doing
bats.
this,
I'm worried about those bats on her neck.
I forgot about
Gertruda's
that.
been poisoning everybody. Just
Shut-
kidding. Just kidding.
Shaw calls out of the bite wound.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Nah.
What eldritch horror have we turned Strahd into?
Honestly, I don't think we've turned him into much worse than what he actually is. Just to be frank.
I'm not Frank. I'm Lilith.
See? Anyways, we're gonna go find Gertruda. And Hope, I assume.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Hope's still with her. She wasn't last time.
Oh, well. Damn. Hopefully. We'll see. We're gonna go look for Gertruda.
I see what you did there. Hopefully.
That was not intentional. Shut up.
Well, Gertruda can easily be found. She's actually helping out around the camp, doing menial tasks, and you find her in the middle of all preparing, setting up preparations for dinner.
Gertruda, we need to talk to you
Yes?
for a minute.
All right. And she kind of approaches you, stops what she's doing.
First, we're
Yeah.
glad that you're okay. And
Why
then
would
I'll
I not
tell-
be?
It's nothing. We've just had a
long
long
day.
day.
And then Gabriel will kind of step back and let Lilith take over.
We've got maybe some more good news. We might be able to send you back to your home if you want to go there. We've found a way to send this whole castle back, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or try to lie to you. If you go back there, Strahd will also be going back there at some point.
Thanks for giving me the offer, but I think in the end my mother would be happiest if I was somewhere safe. And while I'm in Barovia, no one is safe.
Well, we don't plan to just let him have his way there. You won't be the only one we send back. We're going to be sending a silver dragon and a priest. And at least those two there.
It doesn't matter. Barovia will grind them down through time, as it does with all.
Well, I don't know about Father Brown. Time's had a lot of opportunities to grind him down and doesn't seem to have. He's quite old, from what I can tell.
In your head, I feel like you should probably mention Father Brown is undead.
I don't think we should.
Fair enough.
Still, if they're intending to stay in Barovia to help, the land will grind them down with enough time. I don't think it'll matter.
But
I heard rumors that a silver dragon once made its home in Barovia, and Strahd slayed it.
well, that's why we plan on don't plan on just sending things there, but growing something in the time he's gone and expected him to come back. Not just gonna let him have his toys again.
That might hold him back for a time.
That's
long as
all you have.
possible.
That's all it can ever do. That's what was happening here before. There's always something that we're holding back. Whether it's a dick of a vampire or something worse. A great red dragon. A lich. There's a lot of things. He's not the only bad guy in the world that's being dealt with. I've got a lot of stories about these kinds of things.
But your world is so much bigger. There are so many places not affected by such things.
You come to learn that the grass isn't always greener.
I understand that the grass may not always be greener, but the grass lives here.
I just have hope that maybe Barovia has a brighter future.
It doesn't.
But that other offer I gave you still stands.
I think I would prefer that, honestly.
And we'll be leaving tonight for it, if everything goes well.
All right. That sounds good. I'll happily join you.
The rest the rest of y'all hear in your head. You're cool with leaving tonight, right?
Yes.
I had some things I wanted to do while we were in Draco Heights.
We'll be able to come back. You'll just take a day. We'll just be somewhere else for a day.
Well, as long as we can come back, I'd like to swing through and see my family now that they've returned to normal.
Oh, you think they've returned
But-
to normal?
Again, my offer stands, or you could try to forge something for yourself here. Don't feel like you need to take what I'm offering. It's just one option.
I would like to see another place, honestly. This place is nice, but it reminds me too much of home.
How do you like snow?
It's been a while since I've seen snow anywhere but on the mountainsides.
Well, good, because I think harvest season ended. You might see some snowfall in the future.
That sounds fun.
We'll come find you again whenever we've finished what we need to do.
All right. And with that, I think
Also,
it is a good...
oh.
I was about
Also-
to... Yeah. God damn it. Okay, what do you want? What are you
Jesus.
saying?
Also, I think you should have this, and Lilith will pull off the necklace, the silver dragon clawed necklace,
Okay.
and give that to her.
All right.
I feel like you need more things to hope for in your life, and this is what we hoped for today. These past few weeks.
Thank you. But yeah, we should take our 10-minute
And
break.
also,
Too late.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
made a 10-minute break announcement.
But also,
Have you also considered?
You can butt also all you want during break.
All right,
I'll be
I'll be
right
right back.
Mhm.
I have found the sound effect for Arcaz running.
I love getting to world build as a character.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be snowy when we get there now.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be snowing when you get there.
I hope the rest of y'all like cranberries.
Jesus Christ, this dude's loud.
Sorry, I turned it down.
What was
Oh
that?
no!
What was that,
I'm not
Arca?
saying it was
Was
loud.
that coming
I'm
from
saying
you? It sounded
That-
like a cat or scratching against a door.
Yeah.
No, it's supposed it's Mario running from Mario 64.
I'm not saying it was loud.
Oh, I
I'm
hear it
saying
now.
like Arcaz must have been loud if that's how he runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arcaz is a loud ass motherfucker for sure.
Arcaz sounds more like Metal Mario than regular Mario.
Yeah.
Be right back.
I imagine Arcaz is more on the lines of a space marine,
Yeah.
like a walking refrigerator.
Mhm.
Possibly. He's about that size. I don't know if he's quite as tanky as a Space Marine.
Mm.
Okay, I have the volume turned down, but be warned, this button that I have is only labeled loud, and I need to know what it is.
Yeah, go on.
The United Bank of Money.
Wow, that was loud. And you
The
said that was
United Bank of
turned down?
Money.
That was turned down.
God damn.
Sorry. Alright, no more soundboard. I'm sorry.
Y'all don't have D&D
This
tomorrow,
tab
do you?
was new.
No, we don't. It's our off day.
It's an off. Okay. Did not expect to do a murder mystery in the first 2 hours. Wasn't
Yeah, the
expecting
whodunit.
Hey, I'm glad.
Also,
if
Arcaz will be holding this over Lilith.
Holding what over Lilith?
I was right.
And we don't. I don't know how it works in Barovia, but here you're innocent until proven guilty.
In Barovia, you see a chance, you take it.
Maybe that's why it sucks there.
I'll be back.
Oh, right. 10-minute break. Damn, that would have been a good character moment.
We can still say it happened.
Well, I don't think that our audio comes through during the break on the stream.
Who cares? No, I don't care about the stream. It's us.
Fair.
But any opportunity I get to use Bigby's hand, I'll take.
Oh, I'm down for a full body thumb war. Let's do it.
Yeah, you're gonna lose.
You don't scare me.
It's going to be my Bigby's thumb versus your head.
So
I'm eating a pomegranate.
pressing that A button.
Probably should have eaten this pomegranate like 2 days ago. Some of it started going bad.
I have never had an actual pomegranate.
It's fucking amazing. They're
I
in
have had
season right
things
now
with-
at Food Line.
I have had things with real pomegranate in it. I have not had a real pomegranate. I as a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever actually held one in my hand.
It's my favorite fruit.
It's also
But
a natural
yeah.
form of birth control.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The Greeks did that. Yeah. Greek women, after like a big orgy, would all eat tons of pomegranate and would kill the fetus in their developing babies. I don't know why. I didn't ever look that deep, but I read that in a history book.
Why did I come back to you talking about ancient Greek birth control?
Don't worry about it.
It's
No, what led
pomegranate.
up to this? No, I'm aware of what it is. Why did I
Be-
come
be-
back to this?
It's because my brain is full of useless facts, and that's one of them.
Pomegranate was one of the first oral contraceptives according to Planned Parenthood. Wow.
Yes,
Yep.
I told you. You think I'm making this up?
I'm never gonna get pregnant.
I would be great at Trivial Pursuit. The amount
Yeah.
of just random bullshit in my head.
Oh, I was gonna ask. I'm free tomorrow if you two want to get together.
I'm not. I've got stuff to do at church.
How fucking dare you be religious? Can you like stop that? Gosh.
Nah.
Yeah, it's really inconvenient for our time schedule.
Yeah.
I'll
Dude,
be
no, if
busy
you feel like-
tomorrow.
Now, if you could like change a fundamental part of your person for us, that'd be great. For our
Yeah.
convenience.
Oh, thanks. You sound just like my boss at work.
Yeah, and he's
Why?
right.
Is he unhappy you won't work on Sundays?
No, but my other coworkers are, and they complain to him. So
They can get fucked.
Yeah, they can. If they want to work Sundays, that's on them. They don't have to.
that's pretty much what I told them.
Yeah, if they want to work Sundays, great. Fantastic. Don't expect everyone else to do it. Unless something important comes up at work for me, I refuse to work weekends.
I'll work Saturdays.
Spoken like a true foreman.
I have always been that way. Unless I absolutely have to, I will avoid working weekends.
I don't
I
think
also
that's
avoid
true.
overtime.
I don't think that's true. I've known you your entire life working for this company. That's not true at all.
Yes,
You've
the only
worked a
time
lot of weekends.
I have, but that was not my decision a majority of the time. The few times it was my decision, it was because I needed the extra money to help pay for bills and stuff around the house. When it wasn't my decision, it was my superintendent saying, hey, this job is stupidly far behind, so I need everyone out there on Saturday for the next, month to catch it up.
I have a completely separate question.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone know Ocarina of Time well enough to tell me where the first wallet upgrade is? I don't remember.
I never fucking played the game.
You've asked, so no, I don't remember. But God, have I not played that in forever and a day.
I'm
Except
playing it
for-
currently.
I am back.
My favorite Zelda games are still a tie between what is it? Windrunner?
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. And
Which is a very good
Tears
one.
of the Kingdom.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is right up there at the top. I think it's number
so
one for
fucking
me.
good.
And I would also say Wind Waker, but the
God.
HD remake.
I just fucking love the art style of Wind Waker so much.
I do
It's
too. It is so
timeless.
amazing.
Like
The remake with the Swift Sail was a lot better than the original.
it's so timeless.
Alrighty. So,
Matt, you back?
I am back.
He was asking about
I'm back.
Inferno. There he is.
There's the other wizard.
Oh,
Yes, because we don't have enough spellcasters.
No, we don't. We only have 3.
To
Yes,
be
you
fair,
won't
we
need
also have a
multicast.
stupidly high damage output too when we all work together.
So,
When everything
just
works
sucks.
out, it works out well.
mhm.
It just sucks to be the one tank.
You don't say.
So what you're saying is I need a summon spell.
Yes.
I have 3 of those.
What?
I have those flowers we bought.
Oh, that's
I
right.
bought-
Why did you use them in the Stride fight?
I was going to.
Why didn't you?
I may have forgot.
Lord have mercy.
I
So-
forgore.
So,
Give them to someone else.
you left that.
No, I don't. Go ahead.
You've left Gertruda. I can't remember where you're going. You're going to go talk to somebody
The council.
else, I believe. The council.
Yes, now we're going back to the council. We have finished everything we're gonna do. We're gonna let them go send the castle back.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. With that information provided, they smile and go. The copper one. Now it's time for drinking. As the others leave, it's a get it going away party.
We don't need to tell them about the puppet business, right?
No,
Oh.
do not. That's in our head, John.
Yeah. You can't use that. No.
One of them
Uh.
hijacked the telepathic link. Just kidding.
They are ancient dragons.
Oh, they want to be in this ADHD call?
Oh, they're welcome in the 88 call.
Matches.
Between Lilith, my studying, and whatever is going through Zector's head at any given moment, feel free.
The copper dragon matches your ADHD bar for bar.
I
Yeah,
probably
I'm very-
would.
They
I'm
can
very
try,
glad
but I'm
that
an
y'all left
ADHD
Arcad.
bard.
I'm very glad that y'all left Arcaz out of that.
No, you're in this. You're in this call too.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
you're in the call. You're just silent as the dead.
yes, there is nothing, just wind whistling through Arcaz's brain.
Reminds me of
Actually-
Kansas.
No, you actually hear Hell's Bells by AC/DC.
Way to hell,
Oh, that's great.
way to hell.
Lilith, it's happening again.
Copyright.
Oh, sorry.
It
Sorry.
is copyright.
As long as it's less than 15 seconds, we're fine.
Still,
Yes, I'd like
So-
to avoid it.
you hand off the locket with Titania's image
Yes.
and give them the instruction that they need.
And the maps, and the
Mm.
book, and the specific magic items that we agreed would be going back with them.
Okay.
We're after this. If y'all need to contact us, you'll probably need to use magic. We are going to be spending the next day in a different town, far from here.
All right, we'll contact you when we can.
Only if you need to. We'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Drink enough
If-
for all of us.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Hopefully a welcome one.
Well, the challenge would be drinking up for him, and she points at Arcaz.
Mm.
I can do that.
Good luck. He's not alive.
I don't think
I
alcohol
will
actually
drink
affects
double
them.
then.
Good choice. Speaking of, shouldn't we be trying to do
Dragons will
something
choose-
about that?
Dragons will choose one thing and make it their entire life.
Yeah. This one has
It's either
chosen
gold,
drinking.
beer, or people.
Yeah. Speaking of, we should probably do something about Arcaz being undead.
Is that like is that something we can cure and fix?
We can ask someone of the church, I guess.
I mean, like, we can ask Father Brown before we send him off.
that
he's a
actually might
lich.
be a good idea.
He's a lich.
I'm
He should know
fine
things
as
about
I
being
am.
undead. What was that, Arcaz? I was talking over you.
I'm fine as I am.
Are you though?
Are you certain you don't want to be breathing
mean-
again?
And also not having to eat people all the time.
Plus, there's the fact that Strahd is being sent back, and we're kind of worried that without Strahd's magic or whatever, something might happen to you. We'd like to keep the friend we made.
Well, if that was gonna be a problem, it probably would have happened when he died.
Well, we don't know how long the magic would take to dissipate. It's not always instant.
Well, we saw what happened to his control over the weather.
This body was not Arcaz when it was alive.
Then the question becomes, will it still be Arcaz if we bring it back to life?
And that is what I truly fear.
Well, how about we ask Father Brown? He might have those answers.
Maybe.
Woozy Witch. I am happy as I am.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
Then
kind of
that's
something
fine.
that Arcas should lead. We can give our opinion, but truly, it's Arcas's choice.
Absolutely. I was just pointing it out there because Father Brown is currently here,
Yeah,
but
you
is
were jumping
also
ahead of
leaving.
yourself.
Yes, but is also leaving with the castle. So this is our only chance to ask a lich that question.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't know any other liches that would know something about that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We don't know any close by.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
I have the same question. Like, as far as I know, we legitimately don't know another lich.
We
we
do
do.
know. We do know another lich.
Above table, we do. On the
Oh.
Lake of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah.
exactly a lich, but more of a
Rose of the Lich.
maybe a demi lich.
Look, she did a lot, and
Right. You two do. We don't.
I don't. No, I don't either.
Oh,
Only
Zach
Zach
does.
knows.
That's why I said wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay.
I
Don't
would've-
know.
and I would
Yeah,
have
I
said,
deliberately forgot that tidbit of information because I don't know it anymore. So
You
I was
would've
so
said.
confused.
I would have deliberately said that I know another one.
Okay, then if Arcaz ever makes that decision, we have someone to ask about it. Excellent.
You know another lich, huh?
Actually, how do you know another lich of all things?
Early,
Yeah, they're not exactly common.
my original party, we explored a lot more than you think.
A lot more than us.
A lot of caverns.
Interesting.
Lilith's gonna pull up her hand and try to start counting them off. It's like, now we've only got the one.
Oh.
May I ask that you regale us with these stories at another time?
Yes, we need
Why
to
not
get
now?
a move on.
Uh,
Well, we need to
can
go
walk and
pack.
talk. We can walk and talk.
Stories are best told around a campfire.
Oh look, there's a fire
Right.
over there as we go look for Gertruda.
Yes, I believe she's using it to cook.
I agree with you, Arcaz. After a long day.
And just in case anyone forgot, I still have that bell.
Yes, we know about Fred.
I would like to not know about Fred.
I just felt the need to remind everybody I do still have that.
Do you still have that, Gabriel? Why are you bringing it up? It's weird. It's weird that your uncle had that. It's weirder that you kept it.
Gabriel didn't bring it up himself. I bring it up out of character.
Disagree, canon. Canon.
Nope.
Canon.
Nope.
So, you guys get packed and get ready and gather Gertruda to your group.
Alright.
And we have to find Hope.
Oh, is Hope?
Is Hope coming?
I didn't think we were taking Hope with us.
Well, she followed us here. I figured we'd at least offer.
I should give y'all a fair bit of warning. There's a reason I left and I think for that same reason, the Hope might not want to be there.
Let's not take her.
Specifically, Hope. They're not exactly a welcoming bunch there.
Then why are we taking Gertruda there?
Because Gertrude is different.
Is this a race thing?
I want to say
What?
yes, but I think
Fantastic.
there's more to it than just that.
So it's a race.
It's effectively the same.
Oh, okay.
The outcome is the same.
Am I also going to have this problem?
I mean, you look a lot fancier and basically, yeah.
Noted. Let's see if my family name precedes me or not.
Oh no, we're going very far.
How are we going
What
very
a-
far in a day?
Yeah, Zector, go ahead and do your thing.
Do my thing?
Yeah, you were telling me about it. Go ahead and do your magic. We've got everyone here.
What magic?
You're a wizard, aren't you?
Yeah?
Magic.
I'm
she'll gesture
also a
She'll
wizard.
gesture towards an empty area.
What do you want me to do?
She'll oh, go do your thing, and she'll shove him forward into the opening.
I have no idea what I am being told to do.
Fine,
Gabe.
fine, you can keep your secrets. And she'll walk up there, walk past into a very large tree, and say, all y'all might want to get ready. And she'll begin to cast.
I don't like where this is going. Comes out
She'll-
of Gabriel's mouth.
She will pull out her ukulele and play a tune. And as she strikes a string, each time you see a crack appear in the bark of the this tree in the center of it, and light begins to emerge. As she plays more and more strings, they begin to form into one giant crack, and the center of the tree splits open, and a glowing green gate appears in it. There's a, all right, now's the time to go through. Now's the time to go through. All of y'all.
Let's
We got
go
6
then.
seconds.
Running.
Gabriel will also run through.
Gertruda goes through.
Okay.
And I will follow. up later.
Arcaz?
Yep, Arcaz is gone.
Okay.
Okay. You pass through, and instantly,
I would also like to say she specifically played the tune to "Somewhere Over the Rainbow"
Why?
because it's my fucking bard, and I get to describe how I cast my magic.
Well, you. Is there a particular tree you have in mind, or do you want me to just run with a description?
I have one in mind.
Okay.
Down by
Mhm.
down by the beach, a ways off from the actual city,
Mm-hmm.
there is a ruined little cottage that's a decrepit, breaking down, the roof has collapsed cottage, and a large willow tree. Somehow there's a willow tree here that is, there is no foliage left on it. It is just a barely not considered dead tree.
I am also curious how a willow tree of all things is on the edge of a beach.
It's
Out
not
of-
necessarily a beach.
Out of curiosity, is this house what we've talked about before, or are we
This
talking about something different?
this is the house where I found Mr. Mittens.
Ah, okay, cool. Just wanted to double check.
Did you bring Mr. Mitten's things with us?
Nope, they're still there. We're going back.
Okay.
Okay, so
And that's a 6th level spell slot gone.
the cold air of being high up and the air being thin quickly changes to a different kind of cold. It is chiller and kind of jagged, kind of hits you very quickly and drives down to your bones. There is no snow on the ground, but it looks to be you are in some kind of area that is deep in the throes of autumn. There is a large lake that you find yourself right next to, and you find yourself settled between a large city that is on the lake shore with docks and ships coming and going as they go about their business. And also a smaller village that is somewhat up the road and off a beaten path. In the distance, you probably can see what look to be fields and farmlands, but these fields are large depressions where they're built right up next to the lake and have what look to be wooden hatches where they can just let in water to flood those fields. And they're actively flooded right now, and you see people in them going about their harvest. Those fields are brimming with red.
Looks like I've been gone for so long. I got timing off. Oh, we're at harvest time.
And then you'd like to convince me you're not a druid.
I kind of
What?
agree with Spectre on this one.
I'm telling you, I'm not a druid. I use music.
To talk and travel through plants.
What? Zector's the one who made me do it? He didn't want to do his magic. He wanted to keep that a secret.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Lilith is just straight up lying out of her ass.
Yeah, it's like there's fucking
But none of y'all would know. I don't know
11
Gabriel.
insights.
Yeah, Gabriel still doesn't believe you. Because, yeah, Gabriel is also a wizard, and just like, last time I checked, neither him nor I were powerful enough for any kind of magic that would let us do what you just did.
Teleportation circle is a
As far as-
fixable spell.
As far as Gabriel knows, Zector doesn't have that spell, and Gabriel knows he doesn't have that spell. So,
But yeah, if we go down this road, we should make our way to Bleakboro.
Bleakboro.
That's where I grew up.
Huh.
I'm down to check it out if you want.
Sure.
Oh, I'd hope so. We're going there to take Gertruda there.
Well, let's hope it's habitable.
Yeah, it very much is. I've missed this weather. It's much more temperate where y'all are from.
Is it snowing, right?
It is
No.
not snowing.
No, it's harvest season.
Oh, pretty.
Alright, I assume we start down the path then, following Lilith.
And she will guide them towards Bleakboro.
Okay.
And She's not gonna go in disguise.
Okay. You find yourselves.
Yeah, she's from this town.
You find yourselves walking amongst the denizens, eventually in Bleakboro. A mixture of humans and dwarves who seem to be going about their business. Most are out in the fields doing their work, but the ones you see kind of take a look at the group, give a little grumble, and move on. Their faces contorting in scowls as they see you. In the midst of this, you pass by on your way to the orphanage a series of houses. It's kind of like a block corner that are just completely decrepit and boarded up. Nobody seems to be paying any attention to this place. And as you pass by...
I'll walk them around that.
Yeah?
Yeah, not near it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you walk around.
What's with those buildings,
Keeping it
Lilith?
Make an insight check. Anybody
Oh.
who wishes to.
Sure. I believe mine was plus
Oh,
5, but let me
fuck
double
yeah.
check.
Please let me.
Yes.
5.
That's an 11.
Okay. Gabriel.
Is this insight on me?
Yes.
My passive
Oh.
perception is 23.
What does your passive perception have to do with insight?
My passive deception.
Well, this
Ah.
is not about deception right now.
Okay.
Gabriel, you do seem to notice a specific, direct pathway being made to avoid these houses.
I look
And-
towards the houses and the path we're taking.
As you begin, your thought is interrupted by some children running up and going, "Oh, devils! Devils in the town! Go away, devils! Go away!"
You better go
Gabriel
on
kinda-
home or this devil's gonna take you away.
Make an intimidation check.
Gabriel kind of raises
Can I
an
do it with
eyebrow.
advantage because
Yes.
I'm a tiefling?
Yes.
Can I help?
No.
No.
Oh, what's my intimidation? I don't use that one often. Oh, okay. 24.
With a 24, they quickly run off.
How old do these ones look?
They're probably around 7 to 10-ish.
Are they within 120 feet?
They would be, yes.
Do I recognize you?
Cast Fireball.
Whoa!
Hell yeah!
Whoa! That
Hell yeah,
escalated
high five.
quickly.
That is an
Hang on,
escalation.
hang on. As soon as it hits, Gabriel also casts Fireball.
This ain't no Skyrim.
Jeez.
These kids are in for a world of hurt.
These kids are not immortal. Just reminding you.
We're
I-
joking.
Fuck
I
them
know.
kids.
I know. I know.
I thought people would have picked up when I asked if they within 120 feet.
Be gone, son!
Anyway,
Also, isn't the range of fireball 150 feet?
yeah, 150 feet.
Yeah.
Really? That was
Yeah.
120.
Wow, I just gained this spell and I know more about it than you. SMH, fake wizard. Fake wizard.
Lilith,
Not a
what
fake
was
druid.
that about?
Like I said, they don't take kindly to people who look like me or you. It's not so bad in down there. What was the other town called? What was the larger one city called?
We never settled on a name, and I never.
Pick one. Make it
Okay.
Drift.
Arkin Crag.
Kind of. What was it?
Arkin Crag.
Arkin Crack.
Arkin Crag. Can you put the name in so I can write
Yes.
that down?
Home of the Arkenstone.
Arkin Crag.
And Bleak Burrow, I'll put the spelling.
It's a shit name, but it's something.
Hey, I think it suits
I
what
like it.
the theme is.
It's where we dwarves mine.
And
race.
that's the name of Lilith's home.
So why do they react that way to tieflings? They do know we're not actually demons or devils, right?
It's heavy superstition. It's not so bad down in Arkin Crag. But if you'll get looks if you're here, but yeah, there's some of the adults, some of the older people are a bit superstitious, and little youngsters don't know how to tell the difference between a fairy tale and reality. So they just
That
hear their
explains-
parents say it, and then it passes down.
That explains the grumbles from the adults.
Do me or Arcas give them any looks?
No.
I mean,
Anyways,
usual.
I was attempting to ask a question, Lilith, but I think it's better we wait until we're done with this area to ask you.
we're gonna be walking a bit. The
It-
orphanage isn't exactly in town. It's right on the edge of it, so we're gonna be walking for a while. What do you want to ask?
It's about those specific buildings.
Ah. Yeah, people don't talk about that place. That's,
The Bleaksboro Abbeys.
yeah. I've never been there, but everyone just keeps away from it, and no one really talks about it. That's my extent of my knowledge. I've never gone there myself.
Huh. That's just strange. But I'll drop it for the time being.
I tended to not walk about in town so much.
That is very fair given the treatment you and I have gotten so far. Perhaps Zector and Arcas can find out more at a later time if we so wish to question it further. For now, I feel we should probably drop it.
There appear to be many races here, like humans, dwarves, elves, the standard array, or mostly.
Mostly humans and dwarves. You do see occasional like halflings, maybe a gnome or two, also a couple of elves, but mostly humans and dwarves.
This place has a book of grudges, I bet.
Yeah.
This place probably qualifies for their citizens being able to suggest to the book of grudges.
Well, I've made my interest in the condemned buildings known, so Gabriel will drop it for the time being. Because he got his answers.
Alrighty. Eventually you
And-
do make it to an orphanage. Lilith, the orphanage looks a little bit different. It used to be some kind of old chapel where an old temple was built and then reconverted into an orphanage. It looks like it's in the midst of some kind of reconstruction, as like part of the ceiling has what looks to be tarps covering over it, and there's some scaffolding around.
Well, how are you taking this place in, Gertruda? I hope it's not too cold for you.
Not too
Is
bad
it-
from Barovia, but I could come to like it.
Good. Hopefully this place doesn't get... Yeah, hopefully you're okay with the weather, because it can get worse.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it getting colder. And there are
Yeah.
no wolves, correct?
Not that I know of.
Okay,
Not
well,
here.
I think I should be fine then. I'll be happy
Pretty.
here.
Sudden accent, I didn't... Just
Sorry.
picking up. No,
Sorry.
go ahead. Do your thing. I like it.
I'm kind of weird with accents. I don't know how to keep them stable. Sometimes I just can nail what
Oh,
I intend, and
I feel you. I mean,
otherwise they
Lilith's
travel
accent...
all over the place.
Lilith's and Parisi's accent constantly disappear.
Yeah. So
I'm not great at maintaining it.
How do you think I feel?
Oh, last night with Silva, I was all over the place with my damn accent all night.
But,
Yeah.
but it looks like something's happened. Something's changed. That-
It looks like it needs some work.
You went Scottish though.
I know. I don't know how it
Find it.
went
Hey,
Scottish.
keep working on it. Don't
Yeah,
let us
well
bother
done.
your accent work. You're the DM. You have an excuse to do this,
I know.
regardless of
Get to it,
if you're
laddie.
good or bad.
I know.
But
I like trying to do accents, so I try. Anyway,
And you should keep practicing.
anyway, but yeah, I could do some work here.
I'll start walking up to the large gate
Mm-hmm.
around this place and open it.
It isn't long before your presence is noted, as the door opens as you reach the gate. A whole bunch of children kind of run out, and following quickly behind is... I have her name written down. It's Marianne. Ah! Lilith, it's been so long. I heard somebody's voice in my head saying something about you planning to come.
Looks at Zector. Looks back.
Looks away, didn't acknowledge.
Gabriel is specifically standing next to the wall of iron.
Who is directly behind Lilith?
Lilith looks at directly at her and is silent for a moment and just says, "It's really good to see you again, Marianne."
Well, you've got plenty of people joining you. Why don't you all come in and we can talk a bit while I get some tea?
Sure, and you can tell us all about what's happening with the orphanage.
Things have
looks
been
different.
happening. One of the trees that had been growing a branch above the house lost its limb in a violent storm. You know how it is, branch through the roof. Thankfully, nobody was hurt.
Also, you wanted to describe her stature?
Oh yes, she is a halfling. She... I don't think we settled on any type of original look, but by now her hair has somewhat grayed. She still has a youngish face, but her eyes are developing crow's feet, and there are slight wrinkles beginning to form where she tends to smile the most. Despite looking happy, she also looks very tired. And
I believe it.
yeah. And she's wearing simple garb, simple dress, nothing too bright, but it's also utilitarian. There's like an apron on that has some pockets, and there's still some flour left on the apron where she's been cooking. You enjoyed her pies a lot, which she made a mixture of meat and sweet pies. The sweet pies were more a delicacy and celebratory gift when somebody was adopted or had a great achievement happen.
Marianne, I don't mean to bring this up on you, Bradley, but this is Gertruda, and she doesn't have a home anymore.
From the looks of it, she's doesn't need need somebody to look after her for too much longer, but we'll happily take another girl in, especially someone who is willing to work a bit. And she kind of calls y'all in to come in to have some tea, and begins settling things as she finds you a place at a large dining table.
Gabriel, you hear mentally in your head, "Do it, and I will personally kill you."
What are you talking about?
What you just sent across the group chat in the mental group chat.
No, that's the ginger, not the tiefling.
It sure looks like Gabriel said it.
No, I just realized I could make the superstition in this town a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, so could I, but I'm not gonna do that.
Neither am I. I just find it hilarious.
I have a question.
Yes?
Does the Helm of Brilliance obscure most of my face, or is it fairly obvious that I am thickly and or dead?
Not necessarily, but most people are actually not necessarily looking at your face with the helm so bright.
Okay.
It's not that the helmet is drawing attention away from your face, is that usually an armored person nearly head to toe completely in armor, you don't tend to see their face too often, even if their face isn't covered.
I just realized we're walking around with Game of Thrones post Prince Oberyn the Mountain.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
That was my first introduction to Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking great.
Yes.
Hey Lilith, do you think the kids would get a kick out of the constellation field?
I think they get a kick out of a lot of all of y'all. You're new people. They don't get a lot of people visiting here.
You have a whole bunch of kids kind of circling around you all. Zector, some of them are kind of feeling and touching at your horns, some of the younger ones.
They're my
They're
height.
that tall. Zector's 5 feet tall.
Oh no, they're jumping.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's not a regular kobold. You gotta remember.
You don't need to pull down. Ow. You don't. Yeah, look. You can. If you're fine. Ow.
They're not
kitties.
actually getting to the horns. They're just kind of like grabbing onto your arms and legs.
Question,
Yes.
John. Do I recognize any of the kids?
No.
Okay.
Okay, who here is familiar with stars?
Ooh, me.
Alright, what can you tell me about them?
We're not supposed to talk to devils. Come
I'm a
now, he's
tiefling.
not a devil. Good lord. Many of the old folks can't help but keep their so-called wisdom imparting onto the young minds of children here.
I just want to know who said it. I just want to know who told him. I just want to know who told him.
Lilith, I don't think that would be helpful to the situation,
I'm not trying to
frankly.
be helpful to the situation.
I can tell.
Listen, take your pick amongst any of the older folk. Even like many of the dwarves. They probably had a chance. Actually, it might have been the assistant of the librarian. I've been having the children go to her school, and she's been nice enough to actually help out.
Oh.
Well,
Arcaz with a fucking glowing beacon on his head trying to hide.
Oh yeah, there are a ton. There are several children just around Arcaz. One of them just kind of looks up. Sir, are you thick? Sir,
Huh?
That boy's.
are
Sorry.
you okay?
What? You, sorry, you stunlocked me in real life.
Girl, you took her than a bowl of oatmeal. I think the kid asked if you were sick.
Yeah, he has
Okay.
a little bit of lisp.
I heard something else.
Okay.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
But
I did too.
the kid was. He has a lisp. He's not. He can't do S's right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
That's a 4-year-old, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I knew immediately what John said.
I'm feeling a little under the weather. I didn't eat all of my vegetables.
Oh, and kind of shies away a little bit.
Now, back to the stars. And at this, Gabriel will kind of wave a hand, and I cast Astral Expanse and create a field around everyone with stars and planets and constellations floating about.
You get a whole lot of oohs and ahs, and though they can't touch them, they try and catch the stars.
It only lasts a minute, so enjoy the fun while you can. I will not elaborate. I could do that twice a day because,
Arcaz.
yeah.
Arcaz, do you mind staying out here and watching them while we go inside?
I'll stay out here with you.
I think I'll help. I can look after young ones.
Gertruda,
says.
that's fine, but I think it's best if we get introductions in.
All right.
They can come in later when the kids are done playing outside.
And so I imagine that Zector is going inside as well.
He is going inside yet.
Okay. So
You're finally getting to meet my parents, Sector.
Yeah.
That's he's
At
in
least
Sid
one
for
of
sure.
them. So yeah, you're met with a humble sight of a place. There's really only one full room of this chapel, and it's got clear sections between the bedding areas, which is where the main parishioners used to be, and a little bit more towards the where the pulpit was, where is the obvious dinner table. There are a couple of doors that lead to side rooms, and you can easily guess that one of them, you can see that one of them leads to a kitchen. As it is open and you see kind of a stove through the door, there is a big hole in the ceiling that you can see from the other side of the tarp. And it looks like by now all the rubble has been.
Arcaz.
Arcad's right though.
Oh my god. But it looked like it did a lot of damage.
It did a fair bit. We'll get it fixed. The townsfolk aren't too stingy on their help. The only reason we don't have many people working on it now is it's the middle of harvest and the town needs to make its money.
Well,
Oh yes,
Ma-
don't mind
Mary,
me.
if you need help, I can help out. I can pitch in.
Oh no, you just got here. Sit down, and you, young lady, sit down. You don't need to be working so hard yet. We're only just meeting you.
I'm going to
Young man,
start
won't you
working.
also take a seat? Are
Yes,
you?
ma'am. And I'm gonna sit down.
Are you going to?
Lilith's gonna work on taking off her armor.
The sector's just gonna bow. Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna sit.
Oh, what a nice, polite young lad. As she kind of moves into the, she kind of waddles a little bit, not because of her age, but more because she is a little bit wider. She has definitely been enjoying food.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And, she is, she makes her way into the kitchen, and you can see her setting up a kettle and then setting aside some glasses and such, putting some tea in.
Lilith is just going to, after finishing all that, is just going to get it from the table and just start helping.
Strahd crawls out of the kitchen. Sorry.
Fireball! 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 I don't care who's in the room. I said fireball.
Gabriel and Archives look confusedly back at the building as 3 fireballs go off consecutively.
But with all seriousness, as Lilith begins to set to help, Marianne starts berating. Oh, don't! You sit down. I'm sure you've traveled a long way and needs to rest your feet. Does Lilith insist, anyways?
I'm fine. It's nothing. You look like you're the one who needs help.
Oh,
You look like the one who needs to rest their feet.
What's a
Let
few
me take care of
youngins? What's a few youngins? It's not like the day's gotten any hard. The days have changed much. I've just grown a little bit older. I'm still 100 years young.
Yeah, that's the problem. Go sit down in there. Let me take care of this.
Fine. And she kind of comes by. So, Gertrude, your name is. To be honest, with such a, I don't see anyone adopting you as of right now. But you're welcome to stay for as long as you need. And just kind of begins talking. Gertrude seems to accept and is happy for a place to stay at the very least, just to get reacquainted with a new world and finding a new place to live. After a couple of moments, and this is about the time when the tea is ready and Lilith, you start coming back. Marianne turns her attention to Zector and goes, "So, young man, how long have you known Lilith?"
It's been a while, a little bit now.
That's nice to know. Now, she does have a temper. I would want to mind you on that. Always had.
That one's plain to see.
I'm right here. I can still hear y'all.
Some of that
Zector will
fire
be-
coming in. Coming in.
Zector will be looking directly at the woman and not acknowledge anything Lilith has said.
Who wants to go find out what the stratosphere looks like?
I want to go
Listen.
to the moon. Why wait?
Right,
Hey,
I'll
there's
go
one
to the
right
moon.
outside.
That's my boy.
Oh no, my boy!
Help. Oh no, my boy!
All their help.
But yeah, the kids are screaming and yelling with excitement and pure joy as they begin to have fun jumping through the dampened gravity and using Arcaz as a jungle gym.
I bet he
You
said the
also
line.
hear in your heads Gabriel addressing Arcaz. Keep an eye on the edge perimeter of this spell, which is about 30 feet, to make sure none of the kids jump out of it and hurt themselves.
Got it.
It's just some scrapes and bruises, Gabriel. That'll be fine. You'll be surprised how resilient kids are.
He watches as these kids are jumping like 10 and 15 feet in the air. Uh-huh.
That's even funnier.
Yeah.
I still don't think that would hurt the kid.
These kids are future athletes.
Yeah, I'm secretly training them all to be adventurers. You just don't know it yet.
I could turn one of them into a mouse. Or a horse, even better.
Lord have mercy.
But yes,
And Gabriel is handling children very well. Anyway.
But go ahead, Zector. Talk to my pseudo mom.
Zector is enjoying this small conversation. She hasn't implied anything. Zector can have this conversation. Totally.
As you come in, Lilith, she does kind of turn to you. So, have you found a man in your life?
Lilith almost dropped the tea.
Oh my god.
Where is that question coming from, Mary?
Well, I figure you're old enough, and you left kind of late in your life to actually go out into the world. I was kind of wondering if you found a sweetheart.
Can
But
you
I'd
feel
like to meet
secondhand embarrassment like this? Oh my god.
Yeah, I left to go find out about the world, not find out about men.
Well, you'll find men if you find out about the world. You good, the gods knows it's part of how I met Charles.
Well, maybe one day I will find a good man.
His name will be Saul.
Maybe one day I'll find one that doesn't keep
How
secrets.
about that nice tiefling fellow that's outside with the children? He seems a proper sort.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Looks rich
It's
too.
Oh, Gabriel does look rich. I'll give you that.
He's a bit too nepotism for my blood.
Oh,
Ah,
thanks.
interesting. Well, there's more than one. More than one kind of person to enjoy, and she kind of takes a look at at Zector, and goes, perchance.
Zector's looking at him weird.
I won't pry too much.
But speaking of money, Mary,
Yes?
I can help out if things are rough around here. If I know harvest is going on, it's gonna be hard to find people to work, but you know, if you offer enough, somebody will come fix this.
Oh, certainly. I'm pretty sure somebody could. We've been relying on the kindness. We don't get much use for actual coinage around here, and I've done a good heaps helping many of the farmsteaders to farmers and such to take care of their little ones and wee ones. Also, I've helped out during the school. The coin is where you actually get into Arkencrag. That's the most important bit. And if you're dealing with the order of the lawmaker that's set up in town.
The lawmaker.
Oh yes, they've been here quite a while now. It's the temple all the way down there. It's been here for years. Ever since that whole issue. I suspect that's part of the reason why you were here, honestly, but that's just superstition.
No, we're here for Gertruda.
Oh, mind you, I understand. Just don't mind me. Gertruda is in good hands. I can guarantee you that. And with her being so old, it would be nice to have somebody around to actually help make dinner and such. She's of that age where she's supposed to be taking on responsibilities herself, you see.
Well,
She'll still have a home.
I think the first couple days you should take it easy on her, Marianne.
Oh,
She's
I
gone through a lot.
understand. I understand. What kind of a lot?
It's not really my business to say.
Well, I'll ask about it then after discussing with you, so it won't be so awkward.
Gabriel, why am I seeing explosions out the window?
I said never mind on that. I reread it and don't like the way this is gonna work, so I decided I'm not gonna do that. That's too flashy. I was thinking like small like pops and stuff, and then I was rereading. I'm like, yeah, no, that's straight up explosion. I'm not gonna do that. That
Like,
draws too much attention.
Boom, boom. I mean,
Yeah,
Everyone rushes outside and sees Arcaz and Gabriel surrounded by kids. Arcaz just points at Gabriel.
As
You
kids are
did.
jumping like
hanging off his arm.
well, a couple of kids are jumping like 15 feet in the air trying to catch stars. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, did I just see a kid fly up? Gabriel, what are you doing out there?
I
Lilith's gonna go
mentioned,
to the window.
yeah,
Zector's
sure,
gonna follow.
sure enough, the kids are jumping 10 to 15 feet in the air.
Oh, well, that is a new sight. You don't see that. No, wait. 1 second. She opens the door. Make sure the kids don't kill themselves. And she shuts the door.
Gabriel gives two thumbs up back.
Oh, don't worry. They'll be fine. A little bump and scrape won't hurt. Won't hurt them too much. Builds character. They'll also
Yeah.
learn not to do that again.
Yeah, that's true. Um, when do you think Charles is gonna be here?
Oh,
Anytime soon?
It's been a while, so maybe probably in the next day or so.
Hopefully.
Can't be sure. Oftentimes I worry that he'll never come back.
But is it just me, or does it feel like the superstitions are getting worse around here? Or at least it's starting to spread to the kids?
Oh, it was always a thing coming. I mean, enough of the young people enough of the old people are still around, and especially with dwarves being a long-lived race. And those who are old enough to remember are having kids, and it's gonna be a bit. It still was trouble, and there's nobody around really to correct those who won't listen. If it is any help, the librarian is doing her best to actually stop it. Of course, kids will be kids, and
yeah. Can you explain the damages that are inside? Again?
At the moment, the worst of it is the roof. It looks like it's been long enough to where all the rubble that has come from what's happened has been cleaned up and cleared away. But there is just a giant hole in the roof right now. Nothing else has been broken, but just the roof has got a hole in it.
And you said that a storm caused the branch to fall?
Yeah, a large storm. It was a winter or so back. And I know it's been a while since we've gotten.
You said a winter?
Yes, it was a winter storm a while back. It just came around. A tree had a branch over the roof. You know
It's harvest season, Mary.
We've been doing our best to get it fixed. And many of the people have banded together to help out. They just have been busy.
When Lilith got a little loud, would I have been able to hear it?
Make a perception check.
What is my perception? I don't.
Dog water.
+1, it is. So probably not. But I figure I'll ask. 13.
Unfortunately, the kids are too loud.
That's fair.
You guys are gonna have so many boogers on you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation.
You can clean away the physicality. You can't clean away the memory.
Did I hear what Lilith said?
You heard Lilith's voice cut through it. You only catch like it's been a winter back.
I didn't say that.
Or
I said it's harvest season.
Yeah, you only caught it's harvest season. And it was that tone of high worry and concern.
I thought where you raised your voice was last winter and then got into its harvest season.
Yeah.
So last winter, I think, would be what he would hear.
That's right. Last winter.
Okay.
Was what
Awesome.
You heard. You didn't hear much else beyond that.
Jeez Louise.
Listen, I know it hasn't been very easy. And I know that probably we could get a whole lot of money and fix this place right up with some people from Arkancrag. But
Yeah, and we're gonna.
we've got a lot of people here that'll help, given that they have the time.
Yeah, they would have had time months ago. They're definitely not gonna have time now.
Things get busy. It's not their fault. Lilith, make an insight check.
It's at this point Arcaz will step inside.
Oh,
God
wow.
damn it!
Seeing Arcas head
is
inside,
there-
Gabriel looks
Nah.
confused, but doesn't stop you.
Be
Um,
right back.
Argument for advantage.
Let's
No.
give you advantage because you know her so well.
What's going on, Arcas? I asked through the telepathic link as I continue to pay attention to the children, and using my telekinetic feat to make sure I pull kids back into my 30-foot radius if they get too far.
That's
I
just
heard
gonna encourage him to do it more.
Yeah, it does.
I heard something. Be right back.
Alright.
Lilith, you can tell that
Yay.
Marianne is skirting around the main issue. And that she's not saying one particular thing where you get the feeling she knows. It's one of those uncomfortable, I'm pretty sure I know why I haven't gotten any help, but nobody's talked about it, and I'm not going to talk about it, and it's not that big of a deal.
Lilith's just going to say, she's just going to look back up there. Does it look like any other branches or any other parts of the tree are at risk of are above the building?
At the moment,
I'll go
no.
outside if I have to look.
At the moment, no.
Seeing you come outside. Oh,
Yeah.
hey. Everything good?
Yeah. Arcas just walked in by me.
As Arcaz enters, she goes, "Oh, don't worry about her. She just gets worried a lot."
Zector nods behind.
Man, is it really?
Gabriel asked through the link, what's going on in there?
It's nothing.
Zector will respond with second hand, first hand, third hand, many accounts of embarrassment.
I mean, that's kind of expected at this point. Oh, crap. That's a little expected at this point.
So, young man.
But,
Gabriel, one of them's about to go over the gate.
shit. Get back here. Yoink.
So, young man, how is Lilith doing? She kind of switches over to you, Zector.
Lilith's outside playing with the kids now.
Yeah.
Oh God, what'd you ask?
So, how is Lilith doing?
She's doing great, actually. Phenomenal, in fact.
She's a great girl. Look after her, won't you?
Of course. I mean, she looks after us majority of the time. And then he's gonna look at our cats. Don't ever repeat that.
Well, I imagine she has her particular interests. I wouldn't have picked it for. Anyway.
For an undead.
Anyway.
What do you mean, Grandma?
Oh, don't.
What do
worry
you
about
mean,
it.
future mother-in-law?
Future and mother-in-law, I need you to explain. I don't understand.
All right. Well, given you're here, how long do you plan on staying?
Well, we're gonna have to go back. We still
Not
have
long.
business.
Oh, that is a shame. Well, will you at least stay for dinner? It's
I'm down.
at least
I'm okay.
some kind of cause for celebration. It's been a while since I've seen Lilith, and I could make my good old cranberry spice pie.
I'm down to stay. He's gonna look at Arcaz. Do you want to stay?
Sadly, I will have to find my own dinner. But I would love to join you
Oh.
for pie.
That is quite a shame.
He's looking for more of a meat pie.
Oh, I can.
While
Anyway,
While they're
you're
having
not
that
there.
conversation,
Uh,
Gabriel will address Lilith. So, when are they going to finish fixing the roof if they're busy with harvest right now?
That's a good question.
Got that one.
Apparently it happened last winter.
Excuse me?
During last winter, a storm came through and did the damage.
If it was so long ago, then why
Apparently-
hasn't it been fixed?
Apparently no one's had time to do it.
Gabriel kind of looks to Lilith with a frown and goes, "You know what?
They're not.
We
Mary
both-
and Charles aren't wealthy, so they rely on the assistance of others a lot.
Okay,
That's
and
a lot of what happens around the orphanage.
I get the feeling that this has a lot to do with the townsfolk just being, well, I'll keep that thought in our heads for the moment. How about this? Do you think they could hire some people from the nearby city if I gave them 100 platinum?
Wow.
I was thinking the same thing.
Excellent. Then
Uh,
I will just do that.
I don't know how to say this, but Gabriel, one of them just whooped their nose on your book.
Gabriel kind of pauses, casts prestidigitation, and goes, "Never, ever touch my book, please."
oh, okay, sorry.
Listen, what if I know Mary's told all y'all this stuff about messing with other people's stuff?
That little fucker is evil. I know it.
Pure evil.
That little fucker about ate a firebolt. Like, that's a lot of restraint on Gabriel's part to just use prestidigitation instead.
Also, which one of y'all said that thing about talking to devils? You don't call people devils. There are no devils around here.
but
That's just superstition. We are tieflings.
oh,
Just
okay.
because someone looks different than you doesn't mean they're a devil.
Okay. But what about from the Abbey?
What about the Abbey?
Jeremy says he hears whispering
How
from
fucking
the
dare
Abbey.
you dead name me?
What the hell?
How fucking
Where-
dare you dead name me?
What? I'm
Where did
sorry.
that come from? Where did that come from, Lilith? What are you talking about?
Unintentional.
What?
Fucking, I hear that name way too much. You're
I'm
so-
sorry.
Name.
It was a name I pulled from my head. I'm sorry.
No, what were you saying about Joey?
Joey said that there was Joey says he is hearing whispering from the Bleaksboro Abbeys.
And why was Joey around there?
I don't know.
Well, Joey
Asshole.
doesn't get to decide if other people are devils. Joey is a little troublemaker, and he's gonna get in trouble And you should stay away from him because you don't want to get in trouble, do you?
No.
You don't want to go sit in the corner?
No.
Good.
Now, I think you've learned your lesson. How about we get back to jumping and playing?
Okay.
All right. And also, which one of y'all wants to be a horse?
Ooh, me.
I will.
Why would
At-
if she does
at
this?
random,
Gabriel go, why
One of these
would?"
kids is getting polymorphed into a pony.
So
Wow.
Gabriel gets out, why would, and then pony. Lilith.
The pony begins running around.
And he's gone.
Yeah, it just runs away.
I will not allow the
Just kidding.
pony to be
Just kidding.
under the effect of dampened gravity because I do not need to be trying to pull a pony back into my range.
Lilith's going to start playing with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gabriel will continue to play with the kids. I'm also going to go ahead and subtract that 100 platinum for later.
Marianne
Don't worry about it now.
finds herself
Don't worry about it now.
looking outside as the rest of you sit. By the way, do you have any of the tea, Zector?
Any of the what exactly?
The tea.
The tea.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool. It is a good. It is kind of like a mintish tea. Almost kind
Delicious.
of brings in the flavor of the surrounding chilly air, and
Oh my god, I love that.
and as you see Marianne just kind of find herself looking out, she goes, "Oh, for heaven's sakes! Oh, it'll be fine." Kind of watch as she watches Lilith and Gabriel play. So
And there's a pony.
yeah, there's a pony.
Yeah, one of the kids is missing, but there's a pony, and these kids are still jumping ridiculously high as
Oh.
occasionally they're suddenly yanked back towards Gabriel 5 feet
Yeah.
when they get too far.
Oh, it seems those two look good together. I wonder if she's sure she doesn't care much for him.
The worst kind of mother. God.
Do neither of you correct this?
The ways of the living are confusing.
Zector's just in shock.
Lilith with a passive perception of 21 hears this and fucking ignores it.
She is whispering. Lilith is outside among crying kids.
I thought
Her
she was on the
passive-
porch. Oh, I thought
No,
she
no.
was on the
You-
porch.
I
She's
think
looking
so. No.
through a window. She's inside.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
yeah. Either way, Gabriel can't hear this to refute it, so it's just keeping track of the children.
And
Zector's
he looks
just
such
in
a
shock.
fine lad. He looks rich, looks wealthy, and seems to be enjoying playing with the kids. All good properties.
Hmm?
In this group who here can see Gabriel settling down at all?
I see him settling down at his tower.
Yeah. And-
Okay,
Are
that's
you
a fair
saying
reply.
anything, Zector?
I definitely would 100% not. How do I say this? It's nonchalantly, but also like muttered. Like I will be saying, yeah, alone in his tower.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence, friend.
Arcaz nods sagely.
Lilith is casting
Wow.
Phantom Steed and making a ghost horse. Actually, she's having her seahorse steed,
Uh-huh.
or sea dragon steed, I should say.
Uh-huh.
Come join and play and make the kids chase it.
Okay. The kids do chase it around, and after a little while, she begins heading to the kitchen again to It takes a little bit, but if you guys sit and wait and just kind of relax, dinner will be served soon.
My spell ends after an hour, and I make sure that all the kids are on the ground before it ends.
Do you guys have any more conversations to have, or before we move on to the next bit?
Well,
Nope.
once that hour's up, Gabriel will go inside,
Okay.
kind of brushing himself
in
down. Oof.
mentally before the hour of duration of the thing, probably immediately after that kid brought it up, Lilith will tell Gabriel, that what that kid was talking about sounded very weird. It didn't sound like just kid nonsense things.
No, now I'm thinking we absolutely have to investigate that before we leave your hometown. We can't leave
So-
whatever that is to its own devices, especially if there truly is something malevolent there. One of these kids could get hurt.
I don't think it's that, but with a new
Well-
lawbringer in town,
New lawbringer.
Mary was talking about a lawbringer came down here.
Oh, no.
And settling-
She was
Oh, okay,
talking
okay.
about the Order of the Lawbearer.
Order of the Lawbearer. Okay. Never mind. Scratch that part.
Okay.
Sorry about
Well, even if it's nothing malevolent, we should probably look into it just to make sure that none of the kids will be in danger.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just on edge from all this Strahd business. Maybe it's nothing.
Yeah, but you and I both know we've all been in situations where that maybe it's nothing has almost always turned into a big deal.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
That I can agree with completely.
Money don't grow on trees.
How did you get into this DMM? Oh god, yeah, we're all connected. Zector, don't pay attention to this.
Sure.
Just placate Marianne.
Alright,
Also,
and then
Archives, try to strike up conversation. You need practice. Like I said, you just grunted at us. You need practice.
how do you grunt in your head like that?
Yeah, do you do that mentally all the time? He did it again.
Oh, okay. Well, once my spell is over, I will head inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think the telepathic bond probably fades at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's been an hour.
Fucking love that spell so much.
It's so great. I really need to copy it down.
We're
Mhm.
all in each other's brains.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mhm.
It's very useful.
I imagine it's not supposed to let our thoughts trickle through like that, but I find it much better if it does.
I like the occasional accident. It's like accidentally pressing the button down on a
Yeah.
walkie-talkie,
That's
Uh-huh.
exactly what I was thinking it was like.
hot micing your thoughts.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
This feels like the craziest hot mic.
Anyways, I head inside and sit down with the others.
Okay. And
I
the
will
children
also
soon
head
follow
after the children.
follow after you guys.
And I will start preparing dinner for the children like I've done for so many years.
Marianne complains that you're doing too much for
Yeah, and she
being-
can't stop me.
She can't. She doesn't. But she doesn't. She doesn't accept your assistance without saying something.
Mm, sounds about right.
And I mean, for all intents and purposes, it is a really good dinner. There are meat pies portioned and separated for each person. She has one large cranberry spice pie that she made specifically for this occasion. And yeah,
While we were doing this,
yeah,
could I pull Zector aside and give him a task to do?
sure.
Because Zector, can you come here a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, you're the fastest among us by a lot. Can
Mhm.
you go run down there? I'm gonna give you directions to a store. It's a candy store. Can you take this money and I'll hand you 100 gold. I don't know how much it's gonna cost for whatever. It's just in case. Just go buy a bunch. Go buy a bunch of everything.
Sure.
I'm gonna make this someone else's problem. I'm gonna make this her problem.
Zector will real quick just like jump up and down, give a nice little stretch, and right before he's heading off, he's gonna look at Lilith. How fast do you need me to get here?
I mean, your dinner's getting cold.
He'll cast haste on himself. And
Okay, and at about Mach fuck, how
Okay.
fast is he?
so with
Very fast.
before that the haste, he's gonna bonus action blade song, then cast a haste. So a total of 120 movement.
And that's without dashing or with dashing?
That's without a dash. Then I will action dash and haste
Yay.
action dash.
120 to 240. God bless.
No, it's
know, and
not
then-
240.
and then
it's 360.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of the
60.
hasted action.
Yeah.
Yep. 360 foot every 6 seconds. You're faster than most cars.
Do you have a bonus action dash?
I do. Why would I have a bonus action dash? But I do have.
You need one.
Okay, I don't even know what this is. I have a
I'm
bonus
gonna
action.
cast haste, and then I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna action dash, then I'm gonna extra action dash, then I'm gonna bonus action dash.
So I
And I'm an
didn't get rid
action
of
surge
the.
dash.
I didn't get rid of the ring of jumping, so it's an extra 30 feet on top of that.
So you just fucking
Yeah.
jump over the fucking gate.
Yes.
Like a monk and a fighter dip. There you go.
No, not a monk dip, a rogue dip.
Yeah.
Rogue dip.
Bonus action dash. Let's go.
You don't have to spend key points
And then
for
just
that.
change your race to tabaxi.
At this point. So that is
In-
500.
So our monk at home just ran to the store and back in how fast, John?
Well, getting to the store is no problem. It is pretty fast, and you find yourself in the candy store. There is a dwarven individual behind the counter. He has barely any beard. It looks like he does a lot to shave his beard constantly.
Fake dwarf.
Yeah, but he sports enough to know that there is a beard there, and as he kind of looks, oh, how can I help you, sir?
It's like just gonna
"Oh,
immediately drop 100 gold in front of him. Candy, all that much.
kind of looks at the candy, looks up at you. You're the new folk that came in, aren't you?
New folk.
Yeah, I kind of heard about you. Well, certainly, sir. Should I be worried about where this gold come from?
Worried about what? Hard work.
Okay, well, never mind, sir. How much of each?
Even amounts all the way through. And just shove it in here. Opens the bag of holding.
Okay, and he does so.
Alright. Is that all?
You got a lot of candy.
Perfect.
Nearly everything is is kind of cleared out of this place.
Good. Then those other little shits can't get any.
Then it's
You
like
want, you want to get candy? Come fix this roof.
Sector will immediately step outside and just boom, hit the sonic barrier.
Yeah. I I just imagine you tie that to your waist, like stupidly fast. Your hands are a blur. You step outside faster than he can blink, and then you're just gone by the time he finishes blinking.
So do you have to cast another haste?
If it takes me
No.
that long, I would do it.
No, it wouldn't.
It's only lasts a minute.
Oh yeah, it would take you long enough to you'd have to recast it.
Oh, I'd definitely still request it.
You just kind of take a breath after the as he's getting everything in as the spell wears off, and then
And I will also bonus action blade slug to even get more further for this again.
And when you get back, your dinner has barely gotten cooler.
I'm back.
Oh, a speedy fellow. What were you
Just a little
leaving for?
He's like just gonna look at Lilith and throw his bag of holding at her. Here you go, got your present.
Oh, that was a nice thing for you.
I assume the kids are not done with dinner yet from how fast
No,
that was.
they are not done with dinner yet.
Like, fucking gone for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Nah, more like a minute and a half. It took longer to wait for the candy to be packed than to actually get there and back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the 3 minutes are for.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Just Lilith is now in full awe of just actual speed.
By the way, we should all take a moment to realize there were 12 seconds period where he's just on his knees throwing up from the lethargy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one knows.
They would have done that outside before walking in. Just like stop near a tree at the edge of the property and then come running in once he's done.
Jesus Christ. I was clearing 510 feet in 6 seconds.
God
Jesus.
dang. Quick, sarcasm. Do the math. How many
Oh,
miles an
wow.
hour was he moving?
I don't wanna.
I know you're gonna put it into Google anyway.
After dinner, once they finish up, Lilith is going to just on the table go oops and reach her hand to the bag of holding and just throw out a bunch of candy onto the table. Oh no, I dropped this candy. I guess you kids will have to help me clean it up.
Kitty, the kids go wild.
Gabriel laughs.
And Marianne just kind of goes, "Oh, I see.
Darn, it's a darn shame. Oops, more candy.
Oh, it would be a shame for you to leave so soon. Why don't you stay the night? Help me out and such. Getting older, you wouldn't want to leave her anything close to what a mother you had in such a state."
That's true. True. You know, speaking on mothers.
This would be a good time to have the sleep spell prepared.
By the way, roughly 58 miles per hour.
Damn. Thank you for looking that up.
While the kids are fucking off somewhere to eat candy.
Yeah.
Speaking of mothers,
Yes.
I may have found him.
Oh,
Not exactly, but that's another place we're gonna be heading soon.
a step in the right direction, I imagine.
It's you know, I never really thought I'd get this close.
Eh,
But you know, now that I actually have a hard direction on where they are, I kind of getting cold feet.
Well, the worst that could happen is they don't care for you, but I doubt that'll happen.
I think it could be a lot worse.
What?
Alright, what if they are actively disgusted by me?
I doubt
What if-
that.
I mean, you've seen this town.
I've seen this town, but I've also gotten a chance to see your real mother before they had to go off.
Hmm.
I doubt
There's
they'll be
also
disgusted.
something else I need to ask.
Yes.
Were they druids?
They had a bit of that sort of vibe about them. At least, I think your mother did.
That's the hardest bit of information I'm getting so far.
That's
Gabriel,
I think that's the hardest part so far.
Zector has like the most like subtle but like vindicating like fist bump like to himself. Like fuck you, I was right.
Gabriel just nods a little bit to you.
Oh, shut up, both of you!
We didn't say anything.
You didn't have
they
to.
didn't say anything.
Hmm.
Is there
Sorry, I
something
shouldn't talk like
going
that
on?
around the kids. Well, we've dealt with a lot recently.
Y'all have, all you have been acting pretty peculiar.
Well, I don't want to have to worry you about everything. It's fine. I've been traveling the world like I wanted to.
You haven't been
Uh,
taking any sketchy substances, have you?
Not yet.
Good. And you've been keeping good to yourself. You haven't been going about taking deals from people, have you?
No. Not since I left, no.
Good. All right, I shouldn't be too worried then.
If there's something about that you gotta worry about, it's definitely not me. Looks at
Gabriel looks at Zector.
Kinda.
I mean,
She kind of
also
looks
did
at
make a
nothing.
deal with the hag for the necklace, but I'm not gonna bring that up.
Well, I guess foolishness aside, they're fine fellows. You should give them a chance.
I hope so. I really do.
And that just flies right over Gabriel's head because he has no information on why she would make that statement.
Meanwhile, everyone is starting to look very tasty.
Yes.
Zector will whisper to Lilith, saying, "Oh, Gabriel has good money."
Wait,
Huh?
I thought she was talking about my parents.
No, he's just trying to make reference of like what the grandma said before. I said, keep
What
saying
about-
grandma. Like-
she's
it's her
old
pseudo
enough
mom.
technically to be a grandma to some people, but
Yeah, not Lilith,
Zec-
but
She's not Bilbo
Zector.
old.
yeah,
Hmm.
she is
Zector,
not Bilbo.
could you step outside and help me for a moment?
Yes, of course.
what was with the comment about money?
Yeah.
And he left without explaining.
Oh, yeah. Mary.
Yeah.
There's Lilith's going to reach into her coin purse this time
Mhm.
and pull out a large pouch that she set aside when she was working by herself in the kitchen,
Mhm.
and in it is 500 gold and 100 platinum, and another 500 silver.
Oh,
And she's going to put it on the table and push it over towards her.
where did you get
Uh,
all this?
Adventuring.
It's not the safest of working, but it obviously you done good with it.
Yeah, you'd be
I
surprised at
can't-
how many.
I can't accept all this. Surely you needed more than me.
Oh, I've got a lot more than that.
Well, if you're
It-
insistent, thank you very much.
I
You
will
need to-
say, if she hadn't, I was going to. I actually didn't know she planned to, but I'm not too surprised.
Well, as long as you haven't been making any pacts or deals as with this money to get this money.
No, I haven't been doing that to get this money. We just killed a vampire lord who was harassed in a country,
Goodness me.
and maybe we're gonna be dealing with a red dragon soon. Who knows?
Oh,
I may be coming across a
you
small
probably
fortune
should.
soon.
You probably should avoid doing something like that.
I would
Ancient
like to.
red dragon.
Also, we're also hoping to come across a tuna at some point.
A tuna.
Where-
What's with? Why why a fish?
Gabriel, would you like to?
Gabriel will pull the Trident of Fish Command off his back and go, it's kind of our group name.
I will also
wondering
pull out
for-
my trident of fish command.
We are wondering for tuna.
Wandering Fortuna, and it sounds like wandering Fortuna. And we're just
And
kind of
so-
embracing it. We messed up. We made a
I
goof when we
mean-
named ourselves.
Well, I mean, you got to run with it. You got to run with it. Still, it's a
We've also
memorable
got-
name.
We've also got 3 Tridents of Fish Command on top of the blender of a name, so we're just going with it at this point.
Huh.
Apparently, we also found a map that there's a 4th one somewhere.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna go and get that next.
Didn't Zector said that another dragon had it?
Yes. I believe Zector did mention another one that
Why is
had
it so
one.
hard? Why is it so hard to wander Fortuna in this place?
Oh, who knows? I'm sure we'll
Marianne
get
is
there
taking
eventually.
that kind of deer in the headlights look as she just kind of smiles and nods and obviously is not understanding a word of what you're saying.
Mary, you don't need to worry about us. I've gotten way more powerful since I left.
This
My-
I can
My
vouch
magic is insane. Because I am an amazing bard and not a druid.
for. Knock off druid.
Uh,
I will take a step sideways away from Lilith.
I will hex Gabriel.
I assume it's at this point Arcaz and Zector re-enter the building.
Mm-hmm.
I cast Dispel Magic.
A shadowy teddy bear appeared from behind my back, jumped off my shoulder, and ran onto your shoulder.
And
Okay, you
then
know what? I'm
when-
fine with this.
Okay.
You also have disadvantage on intelligence checks.
Eh. If I need to make an intelligence check, I'll just cast Dispel Magic.
Anyway, I think this is a good place to end off.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
What a
agree.
fun! It's so fun meeting Lilith's family.
Yeah. This was a fun one.
One of them.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Now, when we get back next week, we're gonna have to deal with whatever is going on in the Abbey.
Yeah.
Because
That's an
Gabriel,
option.
yeah, well, now Gabriel can't leave that alone.
It's an option. We can always come back at some point, remember?
It is an option.
Or we could take a couple hours to deal with it.
True.
Or we could stay for a few days.
You could stay for a few days.
We could. We don't
Oh,
have to
in
return
fact,
immediately.
You could take the time to stay to make sure the roof gets fixed. Get a little
Yeah,
downtime.
Arcaz, you got muscles. Use them.
I was going to offer. Arcad didn't really notice.
Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.